And welcome in everybody as we are back on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me tonight as I have another play-by-play video out there for you guys on YouTube, out on Sportscaster tonight. These two teams pretty even at the bottom of the NBA, but I'll cover them tonight for you guys. This should be a good game. Both of these teams sitting with 2-5 records, but sitting at the bottom, tied for 12th in the Eastern Conference, but I'll get you guys with a play-by-play tonight. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Edwin, welcome in, my man, once again. Welcome in, Vegas Vix. What is good, guys? Thanks so much for being a part here to stream. Welcome in, my man, Ryan. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here once again tonight. Hey, what is good, Connor? Thanks so much for dropping by here. So we're going to have the tip-off probably in around 12-13 minutes from now. I'll be on the play-by-play. We have the Cavs, we have the Wizards tonight for this game. Not sure how many people we'll get, but be cool if we can add some more new people during the stream. I know these two teams are at the bottom of the NBA, so I think it's going to be a good game. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, but it should be pretty good matchup with these two teams sitting here, no matter what their records are. Yes, indeed. Vegas Vix with a 3-day weekend. That's awesome, dude. So all you guys down in school, high school, you guys have a 3-day weekend if you guys are in high school. Unfortunately, I don't. I work in the radio business, so radio, we usually get, we barely get any holidays off. The only holidays I have at the radio station are Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Black Friday I have off, 4th of July. So I don't have too many days off at the radio station where I work. Hey, what is good? Thanks so much for joining me here on Sportscaster. Cup King 310, welcome into the channel. Edwin the same there with a 3-day weekend. That is awesome, guys. Enjoy it. Definitely some great stuff going on this weekend as far as sports. Tomorrow, LSU versus Alabama. That's going to be a fantastic game, hopefully. Edwin's got Washington winning this game. Yeah, I do like the home team in this one. So, between these two teams with similar records, I would pick the home team for this game as well. Bradley Beal's been the lone bright spot for the Wizards this season. He is averaging 27 points heading into this game. That ranks 6th in the NBA. He's going up against the player that's averaging a double-double right now for the Cavaliers, as that would be Kevin Love, 18.9 points per game and 14.4 rebounds per game. Yes, Celtics versus Spurs tomorrow. That should be a good matchup there. Celtics are doing fantastic right now. 6-1. They've played they haven't really played like the best teams in the NBA though. That is the thing. They'll be taking on the Clippers in a little bit, I think, towards like the second half of this month. They'll be taking on the Clippers, and they'll be taking on Golden State as well. I think Utah is thrown in there. I think my next Celtics game for you guys, I think that's like a month away, but I'll be covering the next Celtics game for you guys that I can access. That will be when I do have it on national television. I think that's December 6th against Denver, where I'm able to get that game for you guys. So I should be streaming that one December 6th. I think that's a Friday night when they take on the Denver Nuggets. That should be a good game there, too. I know there's a couple games that the Celtics do play on ESPN or so, but those are like well past my bedtime, the West Coast games, I think. So I wish I could stream those games against the Clippers, but I have to get up and go to work the next morning because that is such a late game. It tips off like I think at 10:30. Edwin wants to see Celtics going up against the Clippers, both teams fully loaded. That'd be insane, dude. That'd be crazy right there with Kawhi and the Clippers too. If they have Kawhi playing that game, they should have him play that game. With that significant of a game against the Celtics. Ryan here saying, oh, that's awesome. His dad got him tickets to the Red Claws' first home game. That's awesome, man. So congrats, dude. It's fantastic. Vegas Vix, Gordon Hayward playing a hell of a game yesterday. Indeed, Gordon Hayward looking like he's bound for an all-star season. This Celtics team looking fantastic so far. Kemba Walker leading the team in scoring. Jason Tatum right behind him. And then Hayward averaging now just above 20 per game as he is back and he is fully healthy and he has been able to play through the contact and he is looking fresh coming back now. There are no limitations whatsoever this season for Gordon Hayward. Hey, what is good? Gold-blooded. Thanks so much, my man, for coming right back on the video. I appreciate it, dude. Here we are, guys. We're going to get started here with a game probably like 8 or 9 minutes from now with a tip-off. Welcome, everybody, over to the stream. We had big news actually drop earlier today. I'm going to update you guys on this one. So, big news out of the college basketball world. earlier today. This one dropped about an hour ago. Potential #1 NBA draft pick for the 2020 draft, James Wiseman, ineligible now for the Memphis Tigers. The #1 recruit for the class of 2019, James Wiseman, announced that he is now ineligible for Memphis. As this is quoted by ESPN, the NCAA has ruled Memphis center James Wiseman ineligible. That, according to his lawyers on Friday night, it was that Memphis' head coach Penny Hardaway, he assisted James Wiseman and his family with their move to Memphis back in 2018. That's what an attorney said in a news conference. And the NCAA has deemed that to be a booster towards James Wiseman from Penny Hardaway. So now James Wiseman is not able to play for Memphis. He is ineligible at the moment. That is a big blow right there. Yeah, James Wiseman is a center, so he is a 7-foot center for the Memphis Tigers. Let's see here, back to the chat. Hey, welcome in, my man Truett. Thanks so much here. Yes, Rui Hachimura for the Washington Wizards. As we'll see what he can do tonight for Washington. Gold-blooded has the Wizards in this one. Wouldn't mind seeing the Cavs improve their win percentage. Yeah, both of these teams are, I think, tied for 12th in the Eastern Conference here. So, this should be a good matchup, despite the records for tonight. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like Wednesday night with Golden State. Yes, Tatum, Kemba, and Gordon Hayward, indeed, Vegas Vics are on fire this season. Celtics are just too good, too fast in the court with that fast break. A smaller team on the court, not as big on the rebounding advantage, but they are just too tough to defend. And when they're able to drain down shots, watch out for the Celtics this year. So yeah, James Wiseman is a center for Memphis. Edwin saying here, he thinks that the Celtics should trade Cantor for an actual good center. Yeah, Enes Kanter right now just keeps on getting injured, and he hasn't returned since that injury, since like that season opener game or so. That is the spot that they are trying to fill the hole in, this, the center position. It hasn't been the same since they lost Al Horford. Triet here, James Wiseman, bye-bye, get bribed by Penny Hardaway. Yep, that is unfortunate. That is a big blow to the NCAA, too. You have a team with a #1 recruit in all college basketball, plays one game, and now he's ineligible. That is just so sad. Hey, welcome in here to Sportscaster Emily, Texas. Y'all, thanks so much for being a part here on the stream. I'll be doing play-by-play for you guys starting in about 5 to 7 minutes or so with a tip-off. Oh, Gold-Blooded here saying that he thought Melo was the #1 pick. I think he's in the recruiting class. I think they put him in the, I think he was in the 2019 recruiting class, but instead decided to play internationally for Lonzo's brother. I think he was like #3, but Wiseman was #1 according to ESPN. Let's see here. Vegas Vics, all the Celtics need Jaylen Brown to step up. Yeah, him too. If Jaylen Brown can step up, Celtics definitely can be dangerous or so with Jaylen Brown once he is able to play some more games now, as he is back after the flu. Domantas Sabonis, a power forward there. Let's see. I believe so. Just going to check up to see that for you guys. He's from Lithuania. Let's see. Get his stats right here. Yep, power forward for the Pacers. So, Domantas Sabonis, power forward for the Pacers. Yeah, Gold-Blooded. I think just this season, me personally, for the Warriors, I think it's going to be tough for them to get to the playoffs now with the injuries. If they didn't have the injury to Curry, then I think that they would probably, in my projections, be like probably around like a 7 seed or so for like the playoffs. But it's unfortunate with all the injuries what has happened to them this season. It wasn't supposed to be like that at all. I don't think they're going to get the #1 pick, though, what Edwin is saying there. I don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're going to be, like, as far down as, like, the worst teams in the Western Conference. So they shouldn't be that bad, but still with the injuries. They have, like, a couple rookies in the lineup or so, so I think it's still going to be really tough for them. So we should be starting out this game in a couple minutes. Thank you guys so much for being a part here of the channel. If you're new to my channel, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I will be calling play-by-play of basketball action tonight on the stream. Alright, so this should be a good game between these two teams, I feel like, tonight. 2-5 records. Throw the records out of the window tonight because somebody needs to win this game. Wizards against Cavaliers. Wizards favored on the line by this one, as they are 5-point favorites at home heading into this matchup. Hey, welcome in, Blaze X. Thanks so much for being a part here, Sportscaster, tonight, as I'll be streaming play-by-play of this one for you guys. Hey, what is good, Zachariah? Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. Alright, we should be having tip-off here very, very soon on the stream, as we welcome you all in here to the channel tonight on Sportscaster, also on YouTube. Why is... trying to get it up for you guys here in just a moment. I don't know why the first one is buffering all the time right now, because I am streaming from the internet. The first one is buffering. Okay, I'm going to try this one. I think I can get it from this one. Either way, we'll be fine for tonight. Alright, here we are, getting ready for action here in just a moment. So tip-off coming to you guys in very, very soon between these two teams, as we'll be going live here. Yes, that's going to be a fantastic game tomorrow. LSU versus Alabama. Going to be great. We got a good week of sports coming up. That is fantastic. So you guys all on the Veterans Day break there with a 3-day holiday. We got some great sports matchups happening. As far as the NFL this week, the games aren't really that good this week for the NFL compared to, like, further down the schedule. I think it's week 12 where the Patriots play against the Eagles, and I think the Packers play against the 49ers around the same time. Oh, there you go. So Tria is Blaze X. So there you are, my man. Alright, dude. That's awesome, man. So Tria is Blaze X over here in Sportscaster. That's a sweet name, my man. Let's see here. Zachariah saying, do I think Trubisky is the answer? Get Gardner Minshew. Foles is coming back, so get him. No, Mitchell Trubisky is not the answer for the Chicago Bears at all. This looks like he's gonna be done at the end of the season. There is no way that he will survive into next season. They need to get a quarterback. The Bears need to draft a quarterback, so they're not... I don't think they should get Gardner Minshew. They need to draft a quarterback in the next draft. That is what is plaguing this team right now. They have a good defense, but it's just a terrible quarterbacking play when you only pass the football for like 120-something yards in a game. That's not getting the job done at all. Yeah, November definitely coming by fast. Already we're a week through November. Indeed, Vegas Vix. Tria here saying tanking for Jordan Norwa. We'll see who will do that. Tank for the player from Louisville for Jordan Norwa. Joe Burrow to the Bears. Yeah, that could be a possibility there. A ton of teams need quarterbacks in the NFL this season. The Bengals are indeed in need of a quarterback, and they play the Ravens on Sunday. That is going to be a blowout. That will be a blowout. But here we are, guys, getting ready for tip-off. Thanks so much for being a part here of the channel. As this ball gets tipped off, and they take it past the timeline. So we got the Cavaliers with the ball first. Kevin Love passes over here at the left baseline. The Cavaliers with the ball. Tried the dribble drive. Jumper and a key. That shot over the top. It goes through as Cleveland leads it early on 2-zip. We just started out the game right now. Wizards with the basketball. Dribbling at the left wing perimeter. This is Bryant with the ball. Hands it off to his teammate. Stripped into the lane. And going on the fast break. One-on-one. Going to the rim and laying it up and in right there for two. Fast start here by Cleveland as they lead 4-zip. 11:20 left to go in the first. Washington with the ball right baseline. Bounce pass underneath. That ball goes out of bounds. Turnover on the play by Troy Brown Jr. Not a good start that they envisioned at all I think Isaiah Thomas was the one who got stripped in to the lane. Former Celtic, one of my favorite players in the NBA, what he did in 2016 with the Celtics. He plays on the Wizards, though, now. Cavaliers with the basketball dribbling at the left baseline here. They make their move inside the paint, and they go for the jumper and the key. This is all Cleveland. He hits that one, 6-zip the score. Under 11 left to go in the first quarter. Thomas dribbling the basketball, has it at the top of the key, makes his move inside, floater, hits it. 6-2 now the score. Cavaliers take this one, big burst of speed. They make their move inside, bounce pass, and that's a foul. So right now, foul in the court. Going to get back to you guys in the chat. 10:45 left to go in the first quarter. Zachariah thinking that the Bears could draft a dude from Clemson so they could draft Trevor Lawrence. He is thinking right there. Gold-blooded agrees with that. Let's see here. Triet saying Trevor Lawrence, redshirt. He is eligible next year. Okay. So, we'll see how this all plays out with Trevor Lawrence if he wants to come back to Clemson next year. First shot at the free throw line. That one's up and good by the Cavaliers. As that is Darius Garland, the rookie from Vanderbilt. He only played like 5 games in college. Hit his first one, hit his second one. So Garland with 2 points in this game. It is 8-2 to score. Hey, welcome in, Uncle Pizzle, my man. Thanks so much for joining me back in the channel. Thomas with the basketball. IT with it at the top of the key. Wizards down by 6 to start out this game, as that is a foul underneath. Zachariah asking here, what do the Dolphins start out in the draft? A quarterback? Yeah, I would say so. They need a quarterback to start out in the draft for the Dolphins, because neither of those two are the answer. Rosen is definitely not the answer. Fitzpatrick's not the answer. They have so many draft picks that they have just stocked up on. That one hits the rim short by Washington as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wizards here. 10:22 left to go in the first. And Cleveland gets the ball in the inbound. Cavaliers take it past the timeline. They have it here dribbling at the top of the key right now. And now they bounce pass inside. Nice backdoor cut with a layup up and in for 2. This is all Cavs in this game to start. 10-2 to score. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter right now. Wizards with the basketball. Thomas at the edge of the logo. Dribbling towards the left. Bounce passes this one over towards the left wing. As they pass it back, it's stolen away. One man to beat. It's IT here for the Cavaliers with a floater up and in off the key. This is disaster right now in this game. A couple steals. Darius Garland got the bucket to fall on a timeout here. Called in the court. 12-2. Now is the score. So right now we're going to go back to the half. Nothing going the Wizards' way with 9:52 left to go in the first. Alright, back to the chat right now. Tyrese Maxey and Detroit. He is on fire. That game I called for Kentucky. That was insane. We dropped 2.8K on that video. Like, that was just ridiculous. I guess both of the streams that people were streaming the actual game got shut down. So a bunch of people got dumped into my video here on the channel. Check out that video. It got like 73 likes and only like 2 thumbs down. It was just crazy. I've never seen anything like it before. I've only been on YouTube here for 10 months or so. We got over 2,000 views on that. We had up to like 140 people, which was crazy. Jeremiah Robinson tweet saying stock is up there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Me too, Vegas Vix. Those fans that burnt the Isaiah Thomas jersey. Dude, that's just terrible, man. Why they did that. I remember the whole protesting thing with the NFL. Remember that, guys? Like 2 years ago, there was one of the guys was protesting in the neighboring town right below me. He held like a burning of the jersey. Like he had a bunch of people come over to burn Patriots jerseys because they took a knee against the Texans 2 years ago for the national anthem. And Uncle Pizzle here in the chat, he is saying 12:19 this time. So 12:19 in the morning here in London. Hey, thanks so much for the dedication here. Spending the night here past midnight with me on the stream. I appreciate it, my man. Tyrese Maxey gonna ball out this year. 100% indeed. Yeah, Kentucky takes on Eastern Kentucky tonight. So they take on Eastern Kentucky tonight. And that is 100% Kentucky. Hopefully, you guys took them to cover the spread as well. They should crank out that W, that is for sure. Looking at college basketball right now, Kentucky is leading 18-5 in that game early on in the first quarter. So that is the score there, 18-5 the score. Duke leading against Colorado State 8-3. North Carolina only beating UNC Wilmington 14-11. Cole Anthony, so stellar in his first game, dropping shots left and right. He had 34 in the season opener for Cole Anthony. Could be a #1 NBA draft pick for 2020. Number 24, Auburn leading Davidson 44-35. This game is close. Davidson is on my radar in the A10 to possibly make the tournament. They brought back, I think, John Axel Goodmanson, and most of their players are back, so that team should be the #2 team in the Atlantic 10 this season. Number 14, Memphis, even without James Wiseman on their team, they're still leading 21-8 right now against, I think that is University of Illinois Chicago, UIC Flames is the team's name. Number 19, Xavier, losing against Siena from Albany, New York. They are losing against the Siena Saints 15-12. That game's still early. VCU also losing against North Texas 13-11. So both of those games are still early. We're going to get right back in here to the stream here in just a moment. Does any of y'all play Madden? That's what Zachariah is saying here. Yeah, when I was growing up, Zachariah, I played Madden when I was growing up. Now I'm 24 so I have all like the throwback retro games when I used to play when I was a kid, like Madden 06. I have Madden 2000 for PS1, but I haven't upgraded since PS2 because I'm like 24 now, and once you hit being an adult and stuff like that, you work like tons and tons of hours just like me, so there's like no time to go home and play any video games and stuff like that. As we're back to action, they have it at the left baseline right now. This is the Wizards with the basketball. They take a deep two, they hit it. So they made some adjustments right there with that shot after the timeout, as they are back down by 8 points in this game. So the double-digit lead cut to single right now. Cavaliers with the basketball at the top of the key as they make their move inside. Nice pass in the cut. Too strong off the ring. Second opportunity, no good. Ball pinwheels around, and the Cavaliers save it. They dish it back outside. Top of the key three, they take it. No good. It gets rebounded here by Washington. Wizards with the basketball. They'll take it past the half-court logo. Big burst of speed underneath the basket, and they lose the basketball in the play, and we get a timeout here. 9:02 left to go. A little whistle on the floor at the moment here. We'll check to see who the ball was out on in just a moment. Gold-blooded saying if Fergie ever sings the national anthem again, he's going to take a knee. Washington to inbound it underneath the basket. They put it up, and it's up and in for two by the Wizards. 12-6 the score. 8:55 left to go in the first quarter. Left wing perimeter here for the Cavaliers as they have the basketball. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Bounce pass over. Still at the left elbow. They dribble now at the left baseline. Cavaliers, and a double dribble with it. That is a turnover. Double dribble in the play by Jordan Clarkson as the ball will go back here to the Wizards. 8:45 left to go in the first. They take it past the timeline with Isaiah Thomas dribbling the basketball top of the key. Passes this one over towards the right wing perimeter into the hands of Beal. Bounce pass at the right elbow, trying to make their way inside into the key. That floater, no good, with a whistle and a foul on the court. As driving inside was Rui Hachimura, the number 9 overall draft pick for the Wizards. Oh, that's awesome. So Zachariah pointing out on Madden, best team to use the Eagles' whole offensive line superstar abilities there. Okay, we got shots coming up at the free throw line. First one is up by Hachimura. It is good. So they have scored the last 5 points. They're on the 5-0 run, trying to make it 6 here. Second shot, that one rattles out, gets rebounded by Cleveland. Garland with the basketball at the left wing perimeter here for the Cavaliers. Garland dribbling at the left baseline underneath the basket, swings it back out. Right wing three, they take it, they hit it. Nice one, they let it fly from the outside with a triple. 15-7 to score, 8:15 left to go in the first. Wizards with the basketball. They put this one at the right elbow into the hands of Bryant. Bryant passes back to Thomas. Thomas, bounce pass into the key. Bryant feeds it back outside. Hachimura passes over. Left corner three, they take it, they hit it. From the outside, dropping the triple, they get it. 15-10 the score, 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball as that ball gets swatted behind by the Wizards out of bounds. Troy Brown Jr. with the last touch, so Cleveland will inbound it. 7:57 left to go in the first. Madden was dope back in the day. 2K took over. Gold Blood is saying here. Yeah, Madden was awesome to play back in the day when I was growing up, indeed. Cavaliers with basketball. Left baseline jumper. They take it. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Cavs still have the ball. Cavaliers with it at the left elbow. Dribbling that basketball right now. With one man right on him. Thompson dribbling. Trying to make his move. Jumper in the key. That shot hits the rim short. Rebounded here by Bryant of the Wizards. Wizards take it past the timeline. They have it at the right wing perimeter here with IT. Bounce pass inside. That one goes up and in. Off the backboard for 2 by Washington. 15-12 to score. Cavaliers with the basketball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Dribbling here with Garland. Garland now trying to make his move underneath the basket. Dishes this one back outside. Love passes right wing 3. Cavs take it. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. They keep it. Cavaliers jumper at the free throw circle. They hit it. They get that one for 2. 17-12, 7 minutes left to go in the first. Washington going inside. We got a lot of scoring. No defense here. No defense so far in this game. 17-14, 6:55 left to go in the first. Top of the key, Cavaliers with the basketball. They dribble drive, jumper at the free throw circle. Everything is going down tonight, guys. Everything. 19-14, 6:40 left to go in the first. Oh, that's an outlet pass right there. Nobody gets behind playing defense. And that one, an easy layup up and into the bucket by Washington. 6:30 left to go in the first. Everything falling down tonight. Both of these teams got to be shooting at 60 plus from the floor as far as percentage. Cavaliers with the basketball at the right elbow. Trying to make their move. They have it at the right baseline. They pass it back outside for the Cavs. The Cavs with the ball at the right elbow. They pass it top of the key. They make the move at the free throw circle. Back over to Love. Love now passing over. Jumper at the free throw circle. Goes with a roll up and in for 2. 21-16. I'll get to you guys here in the chat in just a moment. This game right now, that shot was blocked. Cavaliers fast break. They have it at the right wing. They're going to set up the offense instead. They almost had numbers for a second. Dribble drive into the lane. Putting up that shot. And it's good. Another one rolls in for 2. We got so many buckets in this game. So many buckets right now. 23-16. 5:40 left to go in the first. I'll get to you guys in the chat here in just a moment. Yep, so we have a foul. So I'll get to you guys now in the chat. So Vegas Vix would take a knee if Trump sang the national anthem. I don't blame you, man. Let's see here. Gold-blooded. Saying here. Oh, you guys are talking about before that. Let's see. I'll scroll up with you guys. Oh, Spotlight. The whole thing with Spotlight or so. Yeah, that's unfortunate that Spotlight thought that Zachariah was trolling him, but he wasn't. We're back to action. Washington with the basketball. Right corner. 3. They take it wide open. No good. Rebound by Kevin Love. Love with the basketball. Dribbles past the half-court logo right now. Sets up the offense for Cleveland. They have it at the right wing perimeter here for the Cavaliers. Lob pass to the right baseline. Cavaliers trying to make their move inside. And we have a whistle on the foul. Foul committed with 5:13 left to go in the first. 23-16 to score. Thank you guys so much for being a part here of the channel. Yeah, man. I feel so bad for you, Zachariah. That's unfortunate there with Spotlight and that whole thing the other night. Baker Mayfield is a bust. Vegas Vix is pointing out. We'll see, man. We will see. I'm not sold on Baker being a bust just yet. I think it's all about Freddie Kitchens. So, yeah, I'm with you, Zachariah there. Right wing 3. Cleveland takes it. They miss it as Washington gets the rebound. Burst of speed. Inside. Little floater in the key. No, couldn't go down. Gets rebounded here by Cleveland. Ish Smith missed the floater in the key for the Wizards. Cleveland with the ball. They swing it back outside. Right wing 3 in transition. They take it. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Washington with the ball with 4:45 left to go before the end of the first quarter. They have it at the top of the key. Making their move inside with Beal. Beal, too easy. Blows by the entire defense. Lays it up and in for 2. 23-18 right now. 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. This game is zooming right by. Cavs with the basketball. No defense whatsoever in this game. Both of these teams going to be shooting the ball at like a hot pace right now. Top of the key 3. Cavs. No good off the mark. Rebounded here by Thomas Bryant of the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball. Top of the key. IT. A 3. No good off the mark. Rebounded by Love of Cleveland. Cleveland now with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo dribbling. They have it at the right wing perimeter. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Dribbling now left wing. Garland passes this one off right wing into the hands of Love. Love trying to dribble drive inside. That's a turnover. Offensive foul committed on the play by the Cavaliers. So 3:58 left to go in the first quarter. Washington will get this basketball back here in just a moment after the offensive foul. So, yeah, indeed, Vegas Vix. I bet you that Freddie Kitchens will be getting fired at the end of the season. There is no way that he stays for an extra year for Cleveland. He is getting fired, in my opinion, at the end of the season. Wizards with the basketball, top of the key now into the hands of Beal. Beal, dribble drive into the lane at the right elbow now. Still dribbling, dribbles back towards the right wing. Beal with the ball, dribbling some more. That ball gets poked out of bounds. Last touch by Cleveland, so Washington will get the football right back. Huh. That would be an interesting one there. Gary Kubiak as a head coach for the Browns. Or Tony Romo as a quarterback's coach. That should be something someday. I wish. There's no way that Tony Romo is going to be leaving CBS anytime soon. Deep three, right wing, Beal as he airballs it. That's a shot clock violation with 3.5 left to go. Yep. Spell check came in there pretty handy. Alright, here we are, guys, getting right back into this game. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit those thumbs up, guys, on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks so much for joining me. Cavaliers with the basketball. We're back to action. They have it at the top of the key, dribbling. Now they make their move inside. Bounce pass over to the key. They set it back outside. Dribble drive here. That's a right elbow jumper. No good. Rebound by the Wizards. Washington with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. Wizards at the free throw circle. They pass it back to Thomas. Thomas here. Dribble drive to the hoop. Floats it up. Too strong off the backboard. Battle for the rebound. Oh, offensive rebound. Underneath the basket. Puts it back up and in for 2. Washington cuts the deficit to 3. 23-20. Cleveland with the basketball. They have it at the top of the free throw circle. Dribbling now. With it, dribbling towards their right. Now they hand it back outside. Right wing perimeter, bounce pass. Over at the right elbow. One man to beat underneath the basket. Cleveland puts up the shot. We have a whistle here. And a foul committed by the Wizards. 2:46 on the clock. Tony Romo can predict, like, every single play in the field. He is that good when he's calling those games. He would be a fantastic quarterback's coach, though. I wish we could see, like, 2 different Tony Romos in life. He is that good as, like, a human being. I wish we could see him, like, actually be able to call every single one of the games, like, each week, but also be able to coach at the same time, too. That would be incredible. But right now, we're on commercial break. Welcome in, everybody, to the channel. Vegas Vix hoping that Lincoln wins today. That would be dope if they could get the W tonight. I know that Lincoln has a pretty good baseball team as far as Rhode Island, because when I was growing up, I used to be an umpire for Little League, and when they used to play in the tournaments at Dighton and Rehoboth, I used to umpire them a bunch of times when Lincoln Little League came in. Alright, we're at commercial break right now. I'm going to update you guys with the leading scores of this game here. We'll take a look at the box score. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here, basketball action. 23-20 in the first quarter. Looking at the numbers so far, Darius Garland, the rookie from Vanderbilt, leading the way right now with 8 points by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland 3 for 4 from the floor. 4 points by Colin Sexton. 4 points by Tristan Thompson. 7 points by Cedi Osman. Kevin Love hasn't scored yet, though. Kevin Love, no points, 2 rebounds in this game for the Cavaliers. As far as the Wizards, the leading scorer has 5 points. That is Rui Hachimura, the number 9 overall draft pick from Gonzaga. 4 points by Bradley Beal and Thomas Bryant. And then 3 points by Troy Brown Jr., 2 by Isaiah Thomas. So that's the numbers so far in this game. Both of these teams shooting the heck out of the basketball right now from the court. 56% by the Wizards, 50% by the Cavaliers. There's just no defense whatsoever in this game. It's been totally scoring from the get-go here in action tonight. Oh my gosh, yes, it was so cold today. So if you guys are from New England, it was like 35 degrees out today. 35 degrees up here in Mass, Rhode Island. New Hampshire is even colder. I think New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine is like 25 degrees. They got snow overnight, too, up in the mountains up there. Would I try and tackle Gronk for $100? That would be rough there if I was to try and tackle Gronk, because I wouldn't be able to bring him down, that is for sure. But yeah, that would definitely be something. If Gronk was in the WWE, definitely, that would be so fun to watch. I wish he was in the WWE. That one clip of him, I think it was last year actually, him at WrestleMania. That was such a cool thing to look at with Gronk at WrestleMania when they had that outside. That was so fun looking at the highlights. Alright, here we are, guys, getting right back to action. Only a 3-point game here, as it's 23-20. Cleveland has been up throughout the entirety of this game right now. They were up early. They were up 12-2, but Washington has cut this deficit now to 3. Cleveland with the basketball underneath, jumper, and the key, that one rolls around the rim, up and in for 2. 25-20 to score. Washington with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. Top of the key, they swing it out towards the left wing perimeter, back towards the top of the key into the hands of Smith. Smith with the basketball, passes this one over to his teammate Miles. Back to Smith, takes a 3 from the outside. Washington misses it. Rebounded by Cleveland. We do have a foul underneath, though. We got 2:21 left to go in the first quarter. We did have a foul on the play. Gronk is 6'6", 270, Zachariah is saying here. And Zachariah will not try to do that because he is only 5'6", and 160 pounds. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. As they make their move inside right now with the right elbow, they take the jumper. That shot up in. That one is good by Washington, putting this one to a 3-point game once again. 2 minutes as we approach that mark left to go in the first quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball. They have it here at the right wing perimeter. Cavs pass it, top of the key. They take the open 3. Jumper, no good. Rebounded here by the Wizards by Moritz Wagner. Wagner with the basketball, passes right wing perimeter. They take it. It's off the mark by Washington. Gets rebounded by Cleveland. Cleveland now with the ball, 1:45 left to go in the first. Cavaliers dribbling here, top of the key. They dribble towards the right wing perimeter, and they still have the ball. Dribbling some more at the right wing, looking to pass it towards the left wing. They do now. They take it at the top of the key. Cavaliers bounce pass over towards the right wing. Swing it back out, top of the key to the left wing. 3 ball up in the air. They hit it. Nice shot from the outside. Cavaliers extending that lead back to 6, 28-22. 1:20 left to go in the first quarter. Washington with the basketball here. Dribbling top of the key into the hands of Smith. Smith making his move inside. Right baseline. Nice dish and feed with a two-handed slam and jam right there by Washington by Moritz Wagner for 2. It is a 4-point game. 28-24. 1:05 left to go in the first quarter. Cavaliers with the ball with Garland. Garland shot fake. Takes the jumper to free throw circle. Connects with it. They got 30 on the board. 30-24 to score as we're under a minute left to go in the first quarter. They dribble drive to the left baseline. They pass it back outside. They take the 3 here for Washington. They're off the mark. Rebound by Cleveland. Cleveland now with the ball top as they take it past the half-court logo. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cavaliers here. Right baseline, and that's a foul on the play. Foul on the play here. We'll check to see who the foul is on. Dylan Vadova was the one who was dribbling the basketball when he was working on the one defender for Washington and bumped him. So let's hear back to the chat. Is Josh Norman trash? He should leave the Redskins. I think it's more of like the Redskins, just football team in general, how they're just in shambles. It has to do with more of a leadership standpoint from the Redskins football team. If you put Josh Norman on another team, I bet you that he'd be a totally different player. He's still like not the same as he was like a couple of years ago or so, as he's up there at age right now, but I still think that he's still a decent player, but it's just the organization there for the Redskins, same as the Bengals, is up in shambles. Jumper, the free throw circle, they hit it for 2 by the Washington Wizards. We get ourselves a 4-point game. 20 seconds left to go before the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball. They have it at the edge of the logo. Dribbling at that edge of the logo at the top of the key. Now they take the 3. Right wing, they go. They cannot hit it, though. Rebounded, 10 seconds left to go before the end of the first. Washington takes it past the right wing of the perimeter. Now they dribble drive to the hoop, right side baseline. That ball gets deflected away, stolen. Cavaliers, 1 second on the clock. Top of the key, 3 at the horn, and it's off the mark. 30-26. After the end of 1 here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're also on Sportscaster, streaming this game as well. If you guys really enjoy what they do, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Let's get this to 10 plus likes here before halftime. That'd be awesome if we could do so. Let's see here. Back to the chat. Zachariah saying here Trent Williams needs to come to Houston. Yeah, that would be helpful for somebody like Trent Williams to come to Houston and help out the line for you guys. Uncle Pizzle saying will I be watching the KSI versus Paul fights? I probably will not be watching that, Uncle Pizzle. The KSI versus... paw fight there. Is that on? Yeah, that's MMA. Yeah, MMA. Yeah, Logan Paul. So when is that? Interesting. Yeah, I usually don't watch like that much boxing or anything. A lot of that stuff isn't like even accessible to me because I don't have those TV channels over here. I don't get most of those channels that they put the regular MMA matches on. They do have SmackDown tonight, which I do get on Fox. So right now we're just on commercial break, everybody. We'll head right back into the stream here. Welcome in, guys. Thanks so much, Uncle Pizzle, my man, for joining back again. He's already past midnight here in London time, so I appreciate it here for watching the streams once again, dude. Let's see here. Since we just ended the first quarter, Darius Garland, the leading scorer, the number 5 draft pick for the Cavaliers. He's got 8 so far in this game tonight for Garland. 7 points. Cedi Osman has 7 points in the starting lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. Kevin Love, though, 0 points as he's the leading scorer heading into this game. That is interesting. Kevin Love, 0 points. 2 rebounds by Love, though, but he is in foul trouble early on with those 2 personals. As far as the Washington Wizards, Rui Hachimura, the leading scorer with 5 points in the starting lineup as he is the number 9 draft pick in the 2019 draft. And then 4 points by Thomas Bryant, 4 points by Bradley Beal. So those are the numbers so far in this game. We're going to head to the second quarter here in a couple of moments as we are on Sportscaster. We're on YouTube tonight calling play-by-play. So right now, since we're on this commercial break, we're just going to take a look and update you guys with a couple of stuff going on throughout the NBA with other scores. Orlando Magic currently lead against the Memphis Grizzlies. 27-26 is the score at the early stages of the second quarter. Detroit Pistons leading against the Indiana Pacers, 38-34 is the score over there, and the Hawks are tied against the Sacramento Kings. Kings just hit the 3-point shot, tied up at 6 as that game just started out a couple minutes ago. Uncle Pizzle has to stay up for his Lakers. Cannot wait till the Lakers play the Celtics. Yeah, that should be a good game. Those are the 2 best teams record-wise right now in the NBA. Lakers against Celtics. That should be one hell of a game for sure. As far as college basketball, I'm going to update you guys with what's going on throughout college basketball since we've yet to join back into this game here. We're still on commercial break, everybody. College basketball right now, number 24 Auburn currently leading against Davidson, 56-48. Number 2 Kentucky crushing Eastern Kentucky, 37-17. Number 4 Duke leading against Colorado State, 25-18. So that's some of the stuff going on throughout college basketball. I gave you guys the NBA scores a couple moments ago. Welcome back to the stream. Here we are starting the second quarter. As the Wizards have the basketball, dribbling here. They dribble underneath their basket. They put up the shot. That shot is up, rolling, and it is through for 2. We get ourselves a 2-point game. This is the closest it has been from the very start, since the Cavaliers got out to a 12-2 lead to start out the game. Cavaliers with the basketball, dribbling as they have it at the right wing perimeter here for the Cavs. Cavs dribble down right side baseline. We have a foul on the court with 11:33 left to go in the second. 11:33 left to go in the second quarter. Welcome in everybody to the stream tonight on YouTube as I call play-by-play of basketball. That is technical foul by Washington, so we'll have a shot here at the free throw line by Cleveland. That shot's up. That shot is good. Cavaliers extending their lead to 3. Darius Garland already with 8 points tonight over his season average in the first quarter of 7.6 in the season. Cleveland will get the inbound 2 off the technical. They take a 3 right wing. They hit it from the outside. 34-28 to score. Washington with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. They have it at the left wing of the perimeter here for the Wizards. Wizards pass it over top of the key into the hands of Bertans. Bertans trying to make his move inside. Passes this one back right wing into the hands of McRae. Passes right corner 3. They take it. No good by Washington. Rebound by Cleveland. Cavs with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo with Love. Love, a 3 top of the key. No good off the mark. Rebounded here by Washington. Wizards with the basketball. They take this one past the left side of the timeline. Dribbling here at the free throw circle. Making their move inside. Nice passing. Right corner shot fake. Back outside. Right wing to top of the key to left wing. They take a 3 left wing. Nice ball movement from the outside, but they get called with the offensive foul in the pick play. So Washington with the offensive foul. And Cleveland will get the basketball back with 10:48 left to go before half. Cavaliers here with the basketball. They get it. They dribble at the top of the key. They make their move inside. Bounce pass over to the key. That shot too strong. Tip in. rolls up and in for 2. Extending that lead, 36-27. Washington with the basketball, top of the key. They hand this one over, making a move here at the free throw circle. Right elbow jumper. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cavs with the basketball. We have a whistle and a foul. We got 10:22 left to go here. 10:22 left to go in the second quarter. John Wall being shown on courtside at the moment here for the Wizards. He is out indefinitely still for Washington this season. That is a big blow. They have it at the top of the key here. This is the Cavaliers with the basketball. They take a right wing 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo, dribbling at the left wing. Washington with the basketball. They pass this one off. Dribble drive into the lane jumper to key. That one too strong off the backboard. Bouncing around. Offensive rebound. They pick it up. They pass it back. Left wing 3. They take it. No good from the outside. Rebounded this time by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the basketball. Lob pass over the top underneath the basket. And they get fouled. We've got 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by Cleveland. Number 22, Larry Nance Jr. coming up. The 4th-year player from Wyoming at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. We got 9:47 left to go before halftime. Welcome in, everybody, to the stream tonight. If you guys enjoy what I do, feel free to hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. First shot at the free throw line. This one is up. This one is good by the Cavaliers as they extend that lead to 9. 37-28 the score. Second shot coming up at the free throw line here in just a moment by Cleveland. This shot is up. This shot is through. They have it once again up to a 10-point lead. Washington with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo, dribbling now at the right wing perimeter. Deep 3, right wing outside, off the mark by Ish Smith. It gets rebounded by the Cavaliers. We have a whistle and a foul committed on the play. We're going to check to see who the foul is on. I believe it was the Washington Bertans, so the rebounding foul. We got 9:37 left to go before halftime. Yeah, 9:37 left to go before half. And Cleveland will inbound this basketball. So the Cavaliers will inbound this ball now with 9:37 left to go before half. They have the ball now, dribbling with it. They take it past the half-court logo. Cleveland with the ball, dribbling at the top of the key. Going towards their left, they hand it off to Garland. Garland now spin move into the key. As he swings it back, left wing perimeter, they hand this one off. They pass it back outside, top of the key, over to Garland. Garland with the basketball now for Cleveland. Burst of speed inside with a layup and tons of contact. He gets it to fall on the play. The bucket will count. And Cleveland will go to the free throw line as well to shoot the and one. Great shot right there on the play by Cleveland. Actually, was looking at the replay. It was Kevin Porter Jr., number 4, who had a dribble drive into the lane and got it to go. He was working on Washington defender in the play. And Kevin Porter Jr. will shoot the and one at the line. They're up by 12. Kevin Porter Jr. shooting at the free throw line coming up here. So it looks like we're going to be going to commercial break in just a moment, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream tonight as I call play-by-play here, basketball action. We are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're also on Sportscaster over here on the Sports Dish. So right now we are just on a commercial break. Since we'll be on the commercial break, we'll get back to action in a couple moments, and then there'll be the and one at the free throw line by Cleveland with Porter at the free throw line, Kevin Porter Jr. to shoot the one shot. So right now we're just on the commercial break, everybody. We're going to take a look at the leading scores in this game here at the moment tonight. Leading the team in scoring for the Cavaliers, 8 points by Cleveland, is Darius Garland, the rookie from Vanderbilt. 7 points by Cedi Osman. And then for the Washington Wizards, the leading scorer in this game is off the bench. 6 points by Moritz Wagner. 5 points by Rui Hachimura. Hey, no problem, Vegas Vix. Thanks so much for being back here. Not really that much or anything. Just a couple key shots there for Cleveland, and that's how they're able to extend that lead from 3 points over to 12 right now. So that's basically it here in this game. Nobody in double-digit figures at the moment. We're going to take a look right now. We're on commercial break, everybody. Take a look at the NBA scores from tonight, what's going on right now. The Orlando Magic currently holding on to the lead against the Memphis Grizzlies, 36-34. Detroit Pistons leading against the Indiana Pacers, 47-41. Sacramento Kings leading against the Atlanta Hawks, 20-13 is the score in that game. As far as games going on in college basketball tonight, I'm going to update you guys with what I didn't update you guys in the last break. Looks like number 14 Memphis is crushing the University of, I think that's UIC. Who is that? The University of Chicago. I think that's like the Flames. The University of Illinois Chicago. That score is 47-16. Memphis is crushing UIC. Number 19 Xavier leading Siena with 3.5 left to go in the first, 38-33. Number 25 VCU beating Texas 31-21. As far as other games going on in college basketball in this commercial break, number 4 Duke leading Colorado State. The score is only 30-23 though. Trey Jones with 8 points for the Duke Blue Devils. And number 2 Kentucky crushing Eastern Kentucky 46-23. So right now we're just on a commercial break. We will head right back into the game. Yep, Kentucky is winning 46-23 against Eastern Kentucky. They are crushing them right now. I'll bring up that box score for you. Let's see here. I'm interested to see what Tyrese Maxey has as far as his total so far. Let's see here. Tyrese Maxey, as I bring up the box score for Kentucky. Maxey with... Oh, he's on the bench. He only has 2 points tonight. So Tyrese Maxey, 2 points and 4 turnovers. So completely different game for Maxey tonight. The leading scorer, Emmanuel Quickly for Kentucky with 10 points in that game. Alright, so we're going to get right back into this game here right now. Thank you guys so much for being a part here to stream. We're almost back into the game right now. The score 40-28 as we are back into it. So here we are back into the game. 9:10 left to go before halftime, and the Wizards with the basketball. Washington dribbling towards the left wing perimeter. They are down by 12 points. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn, my man. Thanks so much for joining me. Washington, bounce pass inside. They jam it down for 2. 40-30 is the score. Welcome, my man, Vaughn. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll give you the blue wrench there, dude. So there you go. 40-30 the score. That was a crazy night on Tuesday night. I'm sure I'll see Vaughn for a bunch of my college streams this season, as that shot, no good by Cleveland, and they do get the offensive rebounds. The Cavs with the basketball as they dribble now. They take it inside. Jumper on the key. That shot, that one goes down for 2. 42-30 the score. 8.5 left. Oh, they got the free throw when I was on commercial break. So yeah, 43-40 as we reset the scoreboard. As a turnover right there by Washington. The key Cavaliers get the ball underneath the basket, and they try to float up the shot. That one goes up and in. That was a circus shot to get the fall. It's 45-30. 8:09 left to go here before halftime. Washington with the basketball dribbling. They make their move into the key. They swing it back inside. Oh, with a tomahawk jam. Letting it fly, my man, right there for 2. Woo! 45-32, 7:50 left to go in the ball game. Cavaliers with the basketball. That was a nice tomahawk one-handed jam. All the shots are falling. Little floating under the key right there by Cleveland. They get it to fall for 2. Going back and forth, 15-point game though. Washington with the ball. They're trading buckets though. We get a big margin. Wizards dribble drive inside. Thomas passes this one off back to the left wing. They take a 3 with IT. IT hits it from the outside right there. 47-35, 7:25 left to go here before halftime. Cleveland dribbling the ball at the left wing perimeter. Welcome, guys, over to the stream tonight. Vaughn thought that he was going to be busy tonight, but he is not. Thanks so much, man, for being a part here. Anytime, dude. Anytime when you guys' schedules fit, feel free to be a part here and join in, as that is a missed shot by Cleveland. They got rebounded by Washington, but a whistle and a foul on the play. We got 7:07 left to go before half. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left to go before halftime, and a 12-point lead by Cleveland at the moment. We got shots coming up at the free throw line, it looks like, by Cleveland here. This shot is up. The first one is up and good. 48-45. Shot number 2 coming up at the free throw line here by the Cavaliers. I wish I could see who these players are, but ESPN has it on like a different like level for me, where it's like smaller on the screen. Second shot goes up and good. They're putting it into like kind of like a half a screen here. They're focusing on like the bench area for like a couple like people they've been talking to and interviewing on like the courtside bench area. As that shot gets floated up, no good. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the basketball at the left wing, dribbling. Now they make their move inside. With the ball, they take the left elbow jumper. That shot falls down for two. This is a blowout right now. 51-35 to score. This is just like Wednesday. I thought it'd be much closer here. Wednesday was a blowout in that game. Yeah, they're focusing. ESPN just keeps on pinning the camera on John Wall along the sideline. So they have it like half and half. They have like the press box game going on. They have John Wall too on the half and half cam. As that was turnover in the play, I believe here. We got 51-35 to score. Gonna get you the time in this game right now. Okay, 6.5 left to go. It was last turned over by Cleveland, so Washington will inbound it. Washington, dribble drive, jumper to Key. That shot no good. And an offensive foul on the shot anyway by the Wizards, so this ball will go back to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers with the basketball, they dribble past the half-court logo. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Swings it over towards the top of the key, now towards the left wing. Garland has it in his hands, dribbling. Still at the left wing. Garland, lob pass over the top, gets behind the defender. Cleveland, too strong off the backboard, but they get fouled. They'll be shooting two at the free throw line. Yeah, it looks like the cameras, like John Wall, they keep on focusing on him left and right over here in this game right now. Man, that is all we see. ESPN just keeps on focusing on John Wall along the sideline constantly here. They were focusing on an interview with him a couple minutes ago. Now they just keep on focusing on John Wall and whenever his timetable recovery will be. First shot at the free throw line is up by Cleveland. I thought that Washington could come into this game and get the W. They were 5-point favorites too in this one. This is unpredictable here. Unpredictable type of game. Cleveland did play tough though against the Celtics on Tuesday night. They only lost by 6. Second shot at the free throw line. It goes down by the Cavaliers as well. Washington with the basketball at the left elbow. They take the jumper. Thomas off the mark. Offensive rebound by Hachimura. Puts this one back out on top. Bryant passes this one off. Dribble drive to the hoop right now by Beal. Beal, no good, but offensive rebound. What a jam on the play right there with the two hands by Thomas. Bryant with a slam. 53-37 is the score. Cavaliers shot fake. They force into the pressure, and that is a whistle and a foul. We should have 3 shots coming up here by Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Vanier saying next Friday looking to be his last day ever in his house. Man, that is so sad, dude. That is so sad. I feel for you, man. So best of luck in your new house and everything. And that's going to be so sad when you have to say goodbye to something like that. 5:45 left to go before halftime. First shot is up. First shot is good by Kevin Love at the free throw line. Vegas Vix keeps on thinking that Washington Wizards are the Detroit Pistons. That's funny there. Second shot at the free throw line, no good. And we have another whistle on the court right now. Another whistle. I don't know what this is for. Everybody's looking around trying to figure out what this was for. Yeah, Kevin Love is supposed to be attempting 3 free throws. How in the world could he get away with shooting 2? Everybody, that is embarrassing right there. Kevin Love was fouled from behind the three-point arc, so he shoots 3 free throws, guys, not 2. Yeah, that is clearly behind the three-point arc, so here's his third one. That one rattles out too. I think that the Cavaliers thought that he was only shooting 2 shots. That's why they came away with a rebound, and that's why the refs blew the play dead. He was granted 3 shots at the line. He only made 1 of them, though. He was 1 for 3 at the line. Wizards with the basketball. They have it at the left baseline. Swings it back outside, and that's a turnover. Out of bounds by Washington. 5:25 left to go here before halftime. Cavaliers will get the basketball as they are up by 17 and crushing Washington tonight. Nobody was even in the remote area of that basketball. Washington on defense here. Cleveland with the ball at the top of the free throw circle. Cavs dribbling with it. They hand it off to Garland. Garland jumper to free throw circle. That shot no good. Off the top of the iron. Offensive rebound. They dish it back out. Garland, a 3 off the mark. No good. Rebound by Beal. Wizards here. With the ball past the half-court logo. They dish it back outside. Nice passing to Beal. Could not finish in the transition. Bogus. Dish back outside. Beal dribbling here at the right baseline. Bradley Beal takes a 3. Right corner. No good. Off the mark. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cleveland now. With the ball, they take it past the half-court logo. They have it at the left wing perimeter with Garland. Garland here, dribbling. Making his move inside. Lost the basketball in the play. And Washington gets it back. 4:40 left to go before half. And we have a whistle and a foul on the Cavaliers. Yeah, Kevin Love, I agree with you. Kevin Love should go elsewhere to help out another team. He's a really valuable player there. Really valuable player, but he is like one of the older players on the Cleveland Cavaliers. 11 years of experience in the NBA, so he should probably like go elsewhere where he can like actually compete with other like against other teams and stuff like that. Hey, what is good, Davian? Thanks so much, my man, for joining me back here on the channel. 4.5 left to go here before halftime. We have a whistle and a foul in the play as Washington had the basketball. They're getting crushed tonight, down by 17. Vaughn saying here that his family bought the house that he lives in now back on September 26, 2003. Oh, wow, so 16 years or so you guys bought the house. Right elbow jumper. That one goes down for 2 on the shot by Washington. It is 54-39. 4:10 left to go before halftime. Cleveland with the basketball. They have it dribbling at the top of the game. They make their move inside. Now they have it at the left wing. Garland passes this one off. Back to Garland at the left wing. Deep 3 from the outside. He swooshes that one as he drains it. It's 57-39. 3:50 left to go before halftime. Wizards with the ball. Beal has that one stolen away in the pass. Cavaliers going back the other way with it. They take it past the half-court logo. They dribble towards the right wing perimeter now for the Cavaliers, making their move inside at the free throw circle. Going up with a left-handed layup, too strong off the backboard. A whistle and a foul on the play with 3:41 on the clock. Washington tried to go with a left-handed layup on that last play by Admiral Schofield. Or no, Tristan Thompson was the one. It was Cleveland who had the ball, who was trying to go in for the left-handed layup, and Admiral Schofield was the one who followed him. So Tristan Thompson shooting 2 shots at the free throw line for the Cavaliers as they lead up by 18. First shot's up. First shot is no good by Thompson. So we welcome you guys over to the channel tonight on the play-by-play calls of the game. Thanks so much for being a part here. Second shot coming up at the free throw line in just a moment of Cleveland by Tristan Thompson. We got 3:41 left to go before halftime. Thompson's second shot at the free throw line. This one is up. This one is through. So it puts it to a 19-point game. This has been a blowout from the start. I thought it'd be really competitive here with these two teams. This has been a blowout. Washington did get back into the game. It was a 3-point game they cut the deficit to. It's just they haven't been able to get back into it. 58-39 now the score. Second shot, or this is the shot number 3 at the free throw line coming up. This shot's up. This shot is good as well by Thompson. Puts it to a 20-point game. Wizards with the basketball, dribbling at the right wing perimeter. Trying to take it now at the top of the free throw circle. They pass that one back outside. Swing it around. Beal with the basketball, and we have a foul. Foul committed here by Cleveland. On the play, that is number 10, Darius Garland, who commits the foul. So inbound coming up for the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball. They have it at the left elbow. They make their move inside once again. Beal passes this one off. Back to Thomas. Back to Beal. Beal at the right wing perimeter. Dribble drive to the hoop. Beal loses control of the ball. He tried to pass it to his teammate. His teammate changed positions, and the ball goes out of bounds. Might have been tipped out of bounds, though, by Cleveland. We'll check to see who has this basketball back in just a moment. Yeah, Cavaliers looking like the new Cleveland Browns. Inbound. Coming up now by Washington. Back to Beal. Beal making his move inside. Little floater in the key. Misses it. And the tip and does get help out by his teammate Thomas Bryant to tip the ball up into the net, up and through. 59-41 the score as Bryant got it to fall. Cavaliers with 3 minutes on the clock left to go before halftime. Cavs dribbling now, top of the key. Cleveland puts that ball now at the left elbow as they have it. Thompson hands this one over. Jumper to free throw circle. Garland. Garland misses. It's a foul on the play. That's an offensive foul on the pick and roll, I believe, by Cleveland on the play. So Washington should get this basketball back right after we go on commercial break. So right now, we're just on commercial break, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part here of the channel tonight. YouTube and Sportscaster and the play-by-play. So right now, we are just currently on this commercial break, everybody, as we are on YouTube or on Sportscaster. I'm going to update you guys in just a moment what's going on throughout the NBA, if I can get that up for you guys to see what's going on throughout tonight. Let's see here. We'll take a look at the NBA first with all the scores and updates. At halftime, the Orlando Magic currently holding on to a lead against the Memphis Grizzlies. 51-48 is the score. Nikola Vucevic with 14 points and 8 boards for the Magic in that game, by the way, tonight. As far as the other games going on throughout the NBA, the Pacers leading the Pistons 57-53 is the score there. Domantas Sabonis with 11 points for the Pacers. Luke Kennard with 14 points for the Pistons. And the Sacramento Kings currently leading against the Atlanta Hawks 31-24. I'm going to update you guys with the college basketball scoreboard here in just a moment when I do get it up. Thank you guys so much for being a part here to stream tonight on the play-by-play calls of the game. So let's see here. College basketball tonight. Number 2 Kentucky blowing out Eastern Kentucky. 46-25 is the score. Number 4 Duke leading Colorado State 42-26. Number 24 Auburn leading Davidson by 10, 71-61. Davidson could be a team that could possibly be borderline for the tournament on the bubble. It all depends on what way the A10 falls this season. Most likely, in my opinion, the A10 looks like this. Number 1 VCU, number 2 Davidson, number 3 Dayton, number 4 Rhode Island, and then number 5 St. Bonaventure. That's my top 5 there for the Atlantic 10 for this season. But Davidson currently trailing against Auburn down by 10. We haven't seen really any upsets so far this season in college basketball. By the way, number 14 Memphis is destroying the University of Illinois Chicago. 55-18 is the score of that game at the moment. As we're going to head back into action here, the Wizards versus the Cavaliers. Cleveland is just crushing Washington tonight, 59-41. So currently we're just on a commercial break. We will head into this game here in like any time from now. We'll have around 3 minutes left to go before halftime when we do get back to action. Alright, here we are, guys, getting right into the game once again on the play-by-play. This game has been a surprise to me. I thought that Washington would be able to compete, make this a good game. This is not what happened so far. Who do I think will finish last in the Atlantic 10? I have no clue, like, who the really bad teams will be in the Atlantic 10, but if I had to take a guess, I would pick Fordham. I would probably pick Fordham to be the last team in the Atlantic 10. I remember, like, when I was a kid growing up, Fordham was always, like, the worst team in college basketball in the Atlantic 10. Alright, here, I'm just going to check to see leading scorer for Duke right now, if I can bring that up for you guys before we do get back to the game. Let's see, I'm interested to know that too. Yep, Trey Jones. So Trey Jones, 11 points so far, and 4 assists for the sophomore captain for the Duke Blue Devils. First shot at the free throw line by Cleveland goes in. Second one goes in as well, as we got ourselves a 61-41 game. So Trey Jones leading the scoring for Duke as Isaiah Thomas has the ball. Passes over to Beal. Beal at the left wing perimeter here for the Wizards. Making his move inside. We have a foul committed on the play here by Darius Garland of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got 2:42 left to go before halftime. Washington will inbound the basketball from the left wing perimeter. They do. They put the ball into the hands of Beal. Beal now with the basketball at the left wing. Takes a 3 from the outside. Lets it fly. Hits it. 61-44 now the score. With 2.5 left to go before half. So they let it fly right there with number 3 from the outside. Cleveland with the basketball. They dribble at the top of the key. Bradley Beal with 10 points. 2 for 5 from behind the arc. Cavaliers have it. Top of the key. Nice pass inside. Left side baseline. Trying to work their way. Jumper to key. They hit it for 2. Tristan Thompson hits it down. 63-44. 2 minutes left to go in the ball game here before halftime. Wizards with the basketball. Hachimura dribbling inside. Takes the jumper to free throw circle. Stop and pop. Hits it for 2 right there by Rui. 63-46 the score. It's all Cleveland, but Rui has 9 points. He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. Cavaliers with the basketball right now at the right wing perimeter, dribbling towards the left wing. Cleveland, deep 3 left wing, no good off the mark. Rebound by Washington. Wizards with the basketball, full court outlet pass underneath, nice passing in the finish, up and in for 2. Once again, they find Rui, the number 9 overall draft pick for 2. 63-48, a minute 30 left to go here before halftime. That's a 3-point shot, no good at the right wing by Cleveland. They do get the offensive board. Thompson with the basketball, passes back outside here at the left wing into the hands of Sexton. Sexton trying to make his move, left baseline jumper, no good, off the mark, rebounded by Washington. Wizards with the basketball. They take a pass to half-court logo. Beal passes right wing into the hands of Beal once again. Beal, lob pass over the top, underneath the basket, and that is... And they're going to say it's going to count or no. Rui Hachimura, he might have pushed off in the play. And the refs will say an offensive foul. So a minute and 11 left to go before halftime. It's actually Isaiah Thomas who had the pass over the top to Hachimura. Yeah, Hachimura with his hands into the key, pushing off on a player that was for the Cavaliers, and that's where the foul was called offensively by Hachimura. Cavaliers with the basketball at the free throw circle, making their move into the lane. They dish it back outside, top of the key here. Cavaliers dribble drive to the hoop, and they go in for the layup. Lots of contact, no good. The rebound by Rui. Hachimura here with the basketball. Burst of speed inside by Washington. Banks it home, up and in off the backboard for 2. 63-50 to score. Finally, some signs of life here for Washington. 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Cavaliers with the basketball. Cleveland dribbles left wing perimeter. Now they have it at the free throw circle. Making their move inside. That one they bank it home, up and in off the backboard for 2. 65-50. 30 seconds left to go before half. Top of the key 3. Washington. No good. It's off the mark. They save it though. Nice save at the right corner perimeter. They'll have another opportunity. 13 on the shot clock. 22 left to go here in the game clock before halftime. Right wing for Rui. Rui, step back. Right elbow jumper with a hand in the face. He hits it. Rui Hachimura for 2. A difficult shot with 13 ticks on the clock. This one going down to 10 right now. Cavaliers take it past the timeline. 8, 7, 6. Cleveland with the ball with 4. Top of the key dribble drive here with 2. Lob pass over the top. He jams it down with 1.6. Oh, man, right there with alley-oop. A second left to go. Half-court heave at the horn. Washington, that shot falls short. And that is halftime, 67-42. Tons of points there in the half. Tons and tons of points at halftime right now. And yes, me too, dude. I miss Mr. Fourth Quarter, a.k.a. Isaiah Thomas as well there, Vegas Vic. So, currently we're just on a commercial break, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part here to stream. This Celtics team, though, this year, they look like it all over again, like the IT days. The team with so much heart on the court. That's what the Celtics have this season, 6-1 record, and I really do enjoy what they can accomplish on the court right now. But right now we're at halftime. This one is a blowout here. I wasn't expecting this one. 67-52 at halftime. If you guys enjoy what I do, hit those thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe button as well. So right now we're just on a commercial break. Since we're on a commercial break here at halftime, we're going to update you guys with the leading scorers of this game. Tristan Thompson tied with Kevin Porter Jr. for the leading scorer for Cleveland. Both of those players with 11 points right now. 10 points by the rookie from Vanderbilt, Darius Garland, over his season average already. 9 points by Cedi Osman. And Kevin Love only has 4 points tonight, along with 2 rebounds. Kevin Love was in foul trouble early on in the first quarter. He picked up 2 quick fouls. For the Washington Wizards in this game, they have 3 players in double-digit points right now so far. Rui Hachimura, the leading scorer, with 15. He has looked great so far in this one. Thomas Bryant with 10 points, the center, along with 6 rebounds for the Wizards. 10 points by Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal hasn't been able to get going in this game, unlike all the other games so far this season. He ranks 6th in the NBA with 27 points scored average per game so far this year. But the defense on the court has been a struggle for Washington tonight, as Cleveland has shot the ball 50% from the floor. Washington shooting the ball at 52% from the floor, but turnovers have been a problem. Mishandled passes going to nobody. It's gone out of bounds. The Wizards with 11 turnovers so far in this game. So right now we are at halftime, everybody. Gonna update you guys with a box score, what's going on throughout the NBA here at the moment. So we have scores throughout the NBA. It looks like the Minnesota Timberwolves out to an early lead against the Golden State Warriors. 10-8 the score there. Toronto Raptors leading a close one against the New Orleans Pelicans. 11-10 is the score in that game. 11-10 is the score Timberwolves against the Warriors. That score just updated, so Golden State just hit the jumper to make it a 1-point game. As far as other games going on right now, Sacramento Kings leading the Atlanta Hawks 46-34. Indiana Pacers at halftime up against the Pistons 57-53. And Orlando Magic up 51-48 against the Memphis Grizzlies. But this game, not really close at all. Not really close at all. It's been a struggle there tonight. 11 turnovers by the Wizards. And 15 fouls as well by Washington, whereas Cleveland's only committed 9 fouls so far in this game. Cleveland has gone to the free throw line, and they've attempted 18 free throws. They have made 15 of those. So Cleveland is 15 for 18 from the free throw line. The Wizards have barely even drawn a foul in this game to go to the line, as they are 1 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. So right now, we're just on the commercial break, everybody. We're at halftime. I'm going to update you guys with college basketball as well. How is UMass doing in basketball this season? I believe there's only been one game that's been played by UMass. I believe they are 1-0. They won their first game against UMass Lowell, the smaller UMass College, that is D1. So they beat UMass Lowell in the first game of the season. There's a bunch of UMass colleges out there, though. Yeah, the college that I went to, Curry for hockey for D3, they're nationally ranked in the top 25 for Curry's hockey program. They beat their first 2 games of the season. They won against 2 top 25 teams. They beat, I can't remember one of those teams, but the one that was nationally ranked that they beat was UMass Boston. So they beat them, and they were in the top 25. That's a gigantic score too. So let's see here, looking at some of the college basketball scores, this one is surprising early on. Bowling Green leading against number 22 LSU. So that is an interesting score right there in college basketball. Bowling Green leading against LSU 20-18. Yeah, I'm not sure if UMass had my major though, Vaughn. That was the only thing. I wish though, if Curry was a D1 school, that would be so cool. Unfortunately, they weren't, but I wanted to go to a school that was like close to me, that I was able to commute to because like all the payments to get into college and stuff just to live there, it's so expensive to live at college. I saved a bunch of money just commuting over to college, but if I had to live life like another life someday, I definitely would like to go to like a Division I college or something like that. That'd be so cool. Like Harvard, I wouldn't be able to get into Harvard though, Vaughn. I probably wouldn't have the SAT scores to get into Harvard, unfortunately. My girlfriend did go to Boston University. I know that school you need to have really good SAT scores to get in for too, but not as much as Harvard at all. Actually, this is concerning me. Looking at the score here, Long Island University versus UMass Lowell. Long Island University is only leading UMass Lowell 53-52. Well, Rhode Island played Long Island the other night. Rhode Island only beat them, I think, by like 11 points. So that's a little bit concerning to me right now because I am a Rhode Island Ram fan. I like to see Rhode Island to do well, but every game's different though. It's just different teams there. So maybe it's a more difficult matchup than they were expecting in that game, or maybe they sat out their players too and played like their backups throughout like the second half too. That might have been something. I didn't follow that game closely, so I wasn't sure. All right, looking at some of the scores in college basketball, this one is a surprise too. UConn should definitely be blowing by Sacred Heart. By the way, the score is 40-37. UConn leading at halftime against Sacred Heart only by 3. That is a game that UConn needs to be blowing out Sacred Heart. They cannot be affording to leading that game by 3 at halftime. That is just too little a breathing room at the moment for UConn. just to lead it only by 3 at halftime. I'm going to go through the scores, what's going on with you guys right now throughout the scoreboard, of what's going on throughout college basketball. I'll update you guys in the scoreboard here. Let's see what else is going on. Remember Buffalo last season in the March Madness tournament? Remember Buffalo had like a 31 season? Well, yeah, they basically graduated their whole team, and now they're losing against the Dartmouth Big Green, one of the worst teams in all of college basketball, a team that hasn't made the NCAA tournament in like 60-something years. From Hanover, New Hampshire, an Ivy League school, the Dartmouth Big Green, and the Buffalo Bulls are losing to them right now. I believe the score is 47-33. In football, do you mean, Vaughn? Okay, so UConn's only winning by 3 right now in basketball. Men's basketball, they're winning by 3 against Sacred Heart, 40-37. That is a shocker there of a score. I did not expect that at all, to only lead Sacred Heart by 3 points. Yeah, Buffalo Bulls, the team that made it to the tournament last year. I think they were a 6 seed. They were a 6 seed last year in the tournament, and they were getting crushed by Dartmouth. That is just a huge shock right there. I know that they lost their head coach Nate Oates and everything, but still, that is a shocker here. I'm going to see if I can bring up the college basketball scoreboard to update you guys in a couple games when they do have them up right now. Let's see here. I'm going to open up a new tab, see what's going on with other games throughout college basketball, since we're at halftime here at the moment. Yeah, the other shocker is LSU right now is down against Bowling Green 20-18. So LSU should be blowing past Bowling Green, but Bowling Green is leading this game. Oh, that should be a good game actually tonight. 9:30 Washington against Baylor. That should actually be a good game tonight. Wow. Yeah, big chokers indeed. The Buffalo Bulls just getting destroyed right now. Let's see what else is going on throughout college basketball. Right now we're just at halftime break here, so just updating you guys with scores throughout what's going on in basketball in general. Welcome in over to Sportscaster and YouTube tonight, by the way, in the play-by-play call. If you guys are new over to the channel, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. We should be back with the second half in a little bit for the play-by-play calls of this game. Trying to see if I can get up the NCAA men's basketball scoreboard for you guys. Once it refreshes on my computer, I'll get it up in just a moment. So yeah, Duke is crushing Colorado State here, 42-28. North Carolina leading, only up by 11 though, 51-40 against UNC Wilmington. Okay, so now this is refreshing, so I'm able to do this for you guys here. Now we're gonna go towards the full D1 board and see what we have for Division I college basketball here. So that was a shocker, seeing the Buffalo Bulls getting crushed against Dartmouth in that game. I don't know why I go to Division I and the Division I page is slow, but not the top 25. That's weird. It's only that page only. It just comes up really slow. If I go to the NBA page over here on ESPN, it loads like really fine. No problem here. If I go to the box score page, it loads fine. It must be just the web page. There's the big UMass. UMass Amherst is the one. That's the main UMass. So the one that is the college football Division I FBS team. That is UMass Amherst. And then there's a bunch of other UMasses actually, Vaughn. Only people from like New England know that, like Massachusetts, like people from like southern New England probably know that. Like UMass Amherst, UMass Boston is another one. UMass Boston is D3. UMass Dartmouth, which isn't too far away from me, that's a Division III college. UMass Lowell is also a college, and they are Division I for basketball. So they are Division I for basketball. I think they went D1 around like earlier on in the decade. But yeah, it's quite interesting for sure. I think I think they have that too in the state of Maine. I think because they have the University of Maine Orono is the big Maine campus that is the actual UMaine, but they have other like University of Maine schools. They have like UMaine Farmington, I think UMaine Augusta. They have so they have different University of Maine schools. They have that too for the State University of New York schools. They call them SUNY. They call them SUNY. It's called SUNY, and they have a bunch of schools like SUNY Plattsburgh, SUNY Cortland, SUNY Potsdam. They have a bunch of schools there for the state universities in New York. So yeah, right now we're just on commercial break, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part here of the stream. We're at halftime. I'm going to go back in here to the channel in a little bit. Yeah, Kentucky is crushing Eastern Kentucky right now. That is a blowout. 66-32 is the score, so just watch out, everybody, for Kentucky throughout the rest of the season. Looks like Kansas gets UNC Greensboro tonight, and LSU is now running away with it. So they are up 27-20 now against Bowling Green. So now LSU is starting to get into the groove and make things happen tonight in that game. North Carolina leading against UNC Wilmington 58-40. Looking at some of the other scores, Virginia Tech crushing Coppin State 55-29. Miami only leading by 7 against Florida Atlantic 57-50. Miami probably will not be in the tournament this season. 2 years ago, though, they were a number 6 seed, but they've kind of fell apart. Last year, they had just an off season. Vermont leading St. Bonaventure 43-40. This Vermont team could look dangerous this year, actually. I think that they could be back in the tournament. They could win that America East Conference once again. As far as games in the American, Memphis just crushing the University of Illinois Chicago 67-25. UConn is now up against Sacred Heart 48-38 is the score over there. Let's go to another division. Let's check to see what we have. Big Ten basketball. We got some Wisconsin up against Illinois, 19-10. How about this, guys? Merrimack from Andover, Massachusetts. The first ever season for Merrimack basketball being Division I is leading Northwestern 26-24. That is the Northwestern team, the Northwestern Wildcats from the Big Ten, and Merrimack College from a small town in Andover, Massachusetts, is leading 26-24 against Northwestern right now. Can you believe that? Wow. The ability to even stay in that game is crazy. Dartmouth beating Buffalo 47-42. Yale crushing Oberlin College 64-28. How about Harvard? I thought that Harvard was supposed to be good. They are getting destroyed right now against Northeastern 32-15. Wow. Was not expecting that, man. As we are back to action, here we are, guys, getting right back into this game here to the third quarter. We're back. 11:53 left to go in the third quarter. Hey, welcome back in, Edwin, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. 11:53 left to go in the third quarter. We start now with a stream once again. Thomas passes this one off right wing as the Wizards take it inside that ball, as that is a shooting foul on the play. As Washington on the dribble drive inside got fouled underneath the basket. Two shots coming up at the free throw line here by the Washington Wizards with 11:45 left to go in the third. First shot in just a moment as this one goes up, and this one is through by the Wizards by Thomas Bryant. It is 67-53 the score. Second shot here by Bryant. He has 11 tonight, by the way, for the Washington Wizards. Second shot on the court by Bryant. This one is up. This one is no good. Rattled out. Battle for the rebound. Cleveland has it. Oh, stolen away by Washington. Washington flings it back outside. Hachimura puts it into the hands here of Beal. Beal dribble drive. Right elbow jumper. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. They set it up again. Top of the key here. Hachimura. Pass inside. Right baseline. Jumper to key. And that's a travel in the play by Washington. Travel here with 11.5 left to go in the third quarter. Ball go back to Cleveland with a 14-point game. Let's see here, back in the chat. Vaughn saying, what team has the longest streak that doesn't make it to March Madness? I think that would be Rutgers. If it if it's a power conference school, that would be Rutgers. I think the last time they haven't made it into the tournament was like 1991. Cleveland with the basketball dribbling, and that is an offensive foul by the Cavaliers. So this ball will go right back to Washington here as they are down by 14, the Wizards, with 11:15 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, Northwestern has barely even made it to the tournament, too. They made it back in 2016, and that was it. Washington with the basketball. Beal passes this one off. Right corner three. Taken IT at the horn. No good. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound underneath the basket. Washington second chance. Ball gets tipped back. Rebounded here by Cleveland. Cleveland past the timeline dribbling. They have the ball at the right baseline. Swarmed by a couple players. Cavaliers turn it over in the key. Washington with the ball now. They take it past the timeline. Fling it over to Hachimura. Hachimura underneath the basket. Banks it. No good off the backboard. Too strong. Rebound by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the ball. If you guys are new to the channel, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Cavaliers here with the basketball. Dribbling underneath the basket now with the right wing. Cavs with it into the hands of Garland. Garland dribbling that ball, trying to back his way inside the low post here for Cleveland. Jumper. And the key, that shot off the mark, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Washington has it. Wizards with the basketball. They take it past the timeline at the right wing. They dribble here. They're going to set up the offense for Washington. Washington with the basketball. They pass it over towards the left wing perimeter. Into the hands of Thomas. Thomas a three. Thomas hits it. Nice shot by IT from outside. This is an 11-point game. 67-56 with 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cleveland with the basketball. Now they dribble at the top of the key. Cavaliers with the ball and a whistle here in the court. We have 9:57 left to go in the third. Yeah, Northwestern losing in their game, which is a huge surprise as well. They shouldn't be losing against those type of teams. We're back to action. Inbound, dribbling baseline left side. They lay it up and in there with Kevin Love for two. 69-56 now the score. Harvard is getting crushed against Northeastern. I thought that Harvard would be in the tournament this season. They were borderline outside the top 25 in my opinion. That jumper to key, no good. They retain their whole entire starting lineup for Harvard. This shot going inside with a layup up and in for two on a fast break transition by Cleveland. They lead at 71-56. Washington with the basketball going inside. They get the shot block. Cleveland, nobody back to defend. Laying it up once again for two by the Cavaliers. All Cavs tonight here. 73-56. Colin Sexton gets behind the defense and lays it up and in for two. So right now we're just at commercial break. We're going to head right back into the channel in a matter of moments. Thank you guys for joining me on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube on the Sports Dish over on Sportscaster. Yeah, Harvard is losing right now. That is a huge surprise to me to Northeastern. Northeastern played in the tournament last year, but Harvard, that whole Harvard team basically retained their entire starting five, I think. I think they barely graduated anybody from their roster, so they should be good, but the matter of fact that they are losing to Northeastern by that much, it's crazy. Yeah, 29-15 with like 8 minutes left to go in the first half. That is crazy. What conference should Northwestern be put into? I would try them in the Missouri Valley, Vaughn. So put them into the Missouri Valley Conference so they can compete against Bradley, Illinois State, Indiana State. Who else is in there? Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa was the basketball, like the quality of basketball is actually pretty good for the Missouri Valley Conference. Not like last season, it was kind of a struggle. Bradley made it into the tournament. They almost beat Michigan State. They were leading or tied up or made it close to Michigan State throughout like the 90% of that game. But the Missouri Valley, they've got like Northern Iowa, like throughout the decade, has been like an absolute gem. I remember Northern Iowa beat number 1 seeded Kansas back in 2009. And they were a number 9 seed in the tournament. So Northern Iowa, like some of the years they're hit or miss, but usually they're in the top 25. But I would put Northwestern in that Missouri Valley Conference alongside Wichita State used to play in there before they went to the American. Right now we're in a commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, some more upsets going on in college basketball. Nebraska got crushed in their season opener. Hey, by the way, guys, Memphis is destroying University of Illinois Chicago, UIC, tonight. The score of that game is 77-28. Memphis is crushing them. by so many points. Kentucky up 71-41. Duke is leading 54-30. North Carolina is up 71-51. And Xavier leading in their game 63-40. VCU only up by 5 against North Texas 40-35. LSU leading Bowling Green 34-24. Auburn beat Davison today 76-66. So those are some of the scores of what went down today throughout college basketball here. We're going to get right back into this game in a matter of moments as we are on commercial break. We're over on Sportscaster. We're over on YouTube tonight calling play-by-play. Alright, 73-56. This game has been a blowout here. Since like the early start, the score was 12-2. The Cavaliers led it early on in this game. This one has been a blowout from the start. My next NBA game with you guys will be on Wednesday. I believe that should be a good game. Let's check here the schedule. I think it's going to be a much better matchup on Wednesday night. We should be getting like a good amount of people in the stream for that game. I'll update you guys with what game that will be in just a moment. We're back to action now. Wizards with the basketball, dribbling left baseline underneath the basket. They dish it back outside. Open three, right wing. They take it as open as you can get, and they miss it. Rebounded here by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with 8:55 left to go in the third quarter. They dribble at the top of the key. They pass it towards the right wing. Cleveland with the basketball. Sexton passes this one off now to Thompson. Thompson feed into the key. Spin move by Love, and he gets fouled. 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line by Kevin Love of the Cavaliers. 73-56 the score. It's been all Cleveland from the very start in this action tonight. I was not expecting this at all, especially with Washington playing at home. Let's see here. I'm going to check to see what that game is on Wednesday. That I'll be calling play-by-play for you guys for the basketball stream will be. Let's see. Who has the ESPN game? Oh, that one's going to be good. Rockets versus Clippers. That's going to be a fantastic matchup, guys, on Wednesday night. So I'll be covering that game for the play-by-play. Rockets versus Clippers on this upcoming Wednesday. It will be 7:30 p.m. Eastern time as we have some shots at the free throw line. Both of those go down for 2. It's 75-56. Kevin Love now has 8 points in this game, 5 rebounds. That is it, only by Kevin Love. Thomas passes this one off. That pass gets deflected. Stolen away by Cleveland here. One man to beat, and he gets fouled from behind on the dribble drive. As that was Dellavedova, who took that basketball away, went to the one man and tried to beat him, and the ball got swatted from behind by Troy Brown Jr. of Washington. So, inbound pass coming up underneath the basket with a cut up and in for 2 by Kevin Love. 77-56, all Cleveland in this game with 8:20 left to go in the third quarter. Washington with the basketball, they have it at the right wing. They pass it now at the free throw circle, back outside. The Wizards have it. Left wing 3, Beal hits it from the outside, 77-59. So finally a shot to fall down by the Wizards. They are still getting crushed in this game. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Beal with 13 tonight. 5 for 11 from the floor. 3 for 6 from downtown. Cavaliers with the basketball at the left elbow. Nice feed inside to Thompson. Thompson jumper and the key rolls in, up and in for 2. 79-59 the score. Washington with the basketball. They have it at the left wing. Spin move here by Beal. Beal dribble drive. Nice feed underneath the basket to his teammate. Finishes. That is Rui as he gets it up and in for 2. Into the net, 79-61. 7.5 left to go. Rui Hachimura with 17 tonight. Jumper at the free throw circle. No good. The tip-in was a miss, too, by Dellavedova. Gets rebounded by Washington. Washington now with the basketball. Burst of speed. Jumper and the key. Rolling around the rim. It is up and in. Bouncing right there through the rim, but goes into the net for 2. 79-63 the score. 7:15 left to go in the third quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball at the left wing perimeter. Cavs with the ball. They pass it over at the free throw circle. Dribble drive. Underneath the basket now for the Cavs. Spin move. Underneath in the paint. Now they dribble back outside. Thompson working on one man. That's Hachimura at the right baseline. Thompson with the ball stripped by Hachimura on the steal, but they're going to call a foul here on the play. We got 6:58 left to go in the third. We'll check to see who that foul is on. I think it's going to be on Cleveland, actually. Yeah, kicked ball by Cleveland. Yep, so kicked ball by Cleveland. So the Wizards will get this basketball back. 6:50 left to go in the third quarter. Washington, bounce pass. Left baseline to Hachimura. Underneath the basket, and Hachimura gets fouled on the play in the key by Kevin Love. 6:47 here left to go in the third quarter. As Rui Hachimura was dribbling left baseline, guarded by Kevin Love and got fouled on the play. 6:47 left to go in the third. Wizards get the inbound right now. Washington dribbling at the right wing perimeter. Double team setup as they pass at the right baseline. Jumper taken. They hit it for two right there. Letting it fly. 79-65 is the score. As Cleveland takes this one past the half-court logo. They have it at the right wing perimeter with Sexton. Sexton dribbling top of the key now for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers with the basketball at the free throw circle. Pass it off. Left wing three. They take it from the outside. Let it fly. No good. A rebound by Hachimura of the Wizards. Rui with the basketball feeds it past the half-court logo. Right baseline now for Washington. Washington jumper to key. Too strong. And a tip in. Second chance goes down for two. They're making this to a game right now. 67 is the score. 79-67 is the score on my scoreboard. 6:07 left to go in the third as we have a whistle and a foul committed by the Wizards. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the stream tonight. By the way, wow. So Washington was down by like a group of points in this game. A big amount of points. They're coming from behind now. They're still down by 12. So they haven't been able to cut it into a single deficit. Digit mode though. So Washington, they have been down by 21 points in this game. They've never led. They are down by 12 at the moment here. Trying to come back and trying to force this one into single digits. If they can get so, they need to get it to either 9 or 10 on the scoreboard in the next basket they do. Currently, we're on commercial break, everyone. As we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're also on the Sports Dish over in Sportscaster tonight. Looking at some of the totals in this game in tonight's matchup here. Tristan Thompson, the leading scorer for the Cavaliers with 13 points. 10 points by Kevin Love along with 5 boards. 10 points by Darius Garland on the first half. And 11 points by Colin Sexton. Yeah, still not sold on the Wizards to win this game. Indeed, Vegas Vix. When it seems like Washington has gotten close in this game, like winning like that time that they got like winning 3 points there at one point of the game, and then they fell flat on their face once again. They got winning 3, and then the Cavaliers got a gigantic run, and this is what seems to be happening again. That timeout has been called in the court. The Wizards down by 12. They might have the chance to cut this to like 7 or 6 to the deficit, but as far as the final total, I don't see them getting that any closer than 7 or 6 in this game. Hey, welcome in to Face Big Dreads. Thanks so much, man, for being a part here of the channel right now. So right now, we're just on the commercial break, everybody. Get right back into this action here in a matter of moments. Got like 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter here on the play-by-play channel only. Will the Raiders make the playoffs here? Vaughn saying, I'm going to say no to that, Vaughn. So I will say no, that the Raiders will not make the playoffs. Still not sold on the Raiders, even though they beat the Chargers last night. That was a bad game for Phillip Rivers, by the way. But I think for the 2 wildcard spots, I think it's going to be Indy and Buffalo who take the 2 wildcard spots. The Chargers had everything handed down to them to get the W yesterday. They were coming off a strong performance against the Packers on Sunday, winning 26-11, and then nothing. Just couldn't do anything last night. 3 picks by Rivers in that game. My team is the Celtics. So my team is the Celtics here. I call play-by-play on this channel for you guys. Thanks so much, man, for joining me tonight. Play-by-play at NBA, college basketball, March Madness tournament. I do play-by-play for the Summer League for the NBA, so welcome in on the channel, man. So right now, guys, we're just on the commercial break. We will head right back into the stream here in a couple minutes over on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Just taking a look at the NBA right now, seeing what's going on with other stuff here tonight. Orlando Magic leading 82-76 against the Memphis Grizzlies at the end of the third quarter. The Pacers now leading against the Pistons 82-68. The Sacramento Kings up at halftime against the Atlanta Hawks 63-47. So those are some of the games so far tonight here. Yeah, Eric Harris was so solid last night. He could have had himself 3 interceptions. He got 2 picks in the first quarter there, like winning like the first 7 minutes of the game. Okay, here we are, back to action. Wizards in an 8-0 run the last minute and 40. As the Cavaliers have the basketball dribbling at the left elbow. They pass it off here at the free throw circle into the hands of Dellavedova. Takes the jumper, no good. And they try to go for the putback slam. They get fouled. That shot no good as they'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Cavs. 5:54 left to go in the third quarter. 2 shots here coming up at the line by number 10 for Cleveland, the rookie, the number 5 overall draft pick, Darius Garland. Yeah, I can only imagine, Vaughn, definitely, because there are, I think, like 4 teams or 5 teams that have a shot for the wild card, in my opinion. First shot goes down at the free throw line. Cavaliers with 80 on the board tonight. Yeah, so I think Buffalo and the Colts will get the wild card, but not too far away from the wild card will be the Steelers, the Raiders, and the Chargers, and the Jaguars as well. It'll be crazy because those 4 teams are in the dead middle of the NFL as far as the AFC. Those 4 teams, the Steelers, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Jaguars, all in the middle of the AFC as far as like 500 records or around that ballpark, as that is a jam down the left baseline, the backdoor cut. It is up and good by the Wizards to make it 81-69. Cleveland with the basketball, dribbling at the right wing perimeter. They pass it over at the top of the free throw circles. Hand it off, top of the key 3. They take it. They hit it. Off the pick and roll from the outside. It's 84-69. Wizards with the basketball, down by 15. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Into the hands of Beal now. Beal dribbling the basketball with at the right elbow into the hands of Hachimura now. Hachimura, right elbow jumper. Hits it. Rui on fire tonight. The lone bright spot for the Wizards as they are still down by 13. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. Cavaliers with the basketball, dribbling at the right wing perimeter. They pass it off into the hands of Thompson. Thompson at the right elbow, hands this one off to his teammate Porter. Back outside, swings it, left corner 3. Cavaliers off the mark, rebounded by Beal. Beal, full court outlet pass here at the right baseline. Into the hands of his teammate. And now they try to go in for the jumper into the key. That one's blocked. They swing it back outside. Bryant passes over here. Right baseline. To the right elbow, the Wizards dribbling that basketball, working on one defender. Step back 3, no good from the outside. Rebounded by Thompson here with the Cavaliers. Cavaliers passing, burst of speed into the key. At the free throw circle, the dribble back outside. Left wing perimeter, now to Thompson at the top of the key. Back to the top of the key once again here for Sexton. Sexton with the basketball, thinking about taking the 3, passes to Dellavedova. Dellavedova passes over to Thompson, back to Dellavedova. Dellavedova here, going inside the key with a little floater hook shot, gets it up and good. It falls down for 2, 86-71. So that shot goes down. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Going to go back to the chat here since the Wizards have the basketball at the moment. Vaughn saying here, Dolphins, Jets, Bengals, Broncos, and Browns have no chance. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the Browns have like the slimmest of part of a chance there. They have to win out basically for the rest of the season. That's the only way they can get it. Shot in the key by the Wizards gets tipped out of bounds. On the play, we have 3:52 on the clock. I totally agree with you there, Vegas Vix. That is unfortunate. Just for Washington sports there with those 2 teams, but at least they got a World Series this year for the Nationals. So that was a big one for Washington sports fans. That was a blessing in disguise for them to have that, to have a World Series trophy finally in the DC metro area for the Washington Nationals. Thomas Bryant with 17 points tonight as he was fouled on the last play by Cleveland as he gets the inbound the ball as they go inside with a layup into the lane. They get it. That shot falls down. Bradley Beal gets it. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. 86-73 is the score. One shot coming up by Beal at the free throw line. One shot at the line by Beal. This shot's up. This shot is through. People were saying about the Patriots, how their franchise was just absolutely trash. People were talking about the Patriots back in the 70s and 80s because of all those just bad seasons, 2-14, 1-15 that they had at the old Foxborough Stadium. As Cleveland was dribble driving inside right there with Garland, but that is an offensive foul committed on the play by Cleveland. So the Wizards will get back the basketball. Yeah, I thought that Washington would have a better effort in this game tonight. Unfortunately, they did not. 3.5 left to go in the third. Washington dribbling here. They make their move inside. Blowing past one defender. Oh, just go to the basket, dude. You're a past one defender. Just lay it up and then they don't. Backdoor cut. Oh, what a slam by Washington. Rui sending the heat right there. Maybe it pumps up something onto the court here at home. 86-76. We'll see if they can cut this deficit even more. They've had trouble sticking with Cleveland throughout this entire game. Shot fake. Pass over towards the left corner. Defensively, they cannot stop Cleveland. Spin move into the key. They bounce passes over. Left corner 3. No good off the mark. Rebound by the Wizards. New sign of life here by Washington. Left wing perimeter by Beal. Beal needs to take control of this game. Bounce pass inside. Another slam. Oh, they've cut the deficit to single digits. Thomas Bryant raising the roof. It is 86-78. 2:40 left to go in the third. Cleveland with the basketball and a timeout on the court now. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. This one is not over here. Not over. Washington trying to make a comeback, but every single time that they've done that, they've got to as close as 2 or 3 points in this game. But after that, the Cavaliers have been in full control. We'll see what happens at the end of this game, guys. 86-78 is the score. So we'll be back right after this commercial break. Yep, all Washington sports there except the Nationals. Well, the Capitals, too, Zachariah, are pretty good. The Capitals are really good. So also the Washington Capitals, and they also won the Stanley Cup playoffs back in 2018. They won the trophy. So not last year, it was the Blues last year, but the year before that, the Caps won it. So the Capitals and the Nationals are good at sports, but the Redskins, unfortunately, and the Wizards here, they could be so much better with John Wall if he was back. That's the only thing. They don't have that number 2 scorer in Washington. They don't have that 1-2 punch alongside Beal because John Wall is still hurt and injured. Looks like he could be out for a while. Just going to update you guys with what's going on throughout college basketball tonight. Well, we got a ton of stuff. Kentucky crushing Eastern Kentucky 85-45. Duke leading Colorado State 71-37. North Carolina up against UNC Wilmington 78-56. And Memphis destroying the University of Illinois Chicago 91-72. In that game, VCU in a close one against North Texas, 45-43. So that's top 25 for college basketball. We're back to action here in the game. Calling play-by-play. Cleveland with the basketball up by 8. They have the ball at the top of the key. Dribbling inside with Thompson. Thompson underneath the basket. Flings it back outside. Top of the key 3. They take it. Porter from the outside. Misses it. Rebounded by Beal of the Wizards. Wizards dribble past the half-court logo. 2:15 left to go on the clock in the third quarter. Beal dribbling at the right wing perimeter for Washington. Takes the jumper to free throw circle. That one too high. The tip in, no good. A rebound by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. They have it at the right wing perimeter. They make their move inside at the right baseline. They swing it back outside. Porter Jr. with the basketball. Now into the hands of Garland. Back to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. at the right wing perimeter here for the Cavaliers. Dribble drive to the hoop. The jumper and the key. He hits it. Back to a 10-point game. 88-78 is the score. Right baseline, they feed it back outside to the left wing perimeter here for the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball. Passing over at the free throw circle. That ball is tipped and almost stolen away, but Cleveland they commit the reach and foul on the play. Alright, so all Houston sports are good except the University of Houston football. Yeah, Houston went to the tournament last year for basketball. They were pretty good. They had mostly a senior-led program there team. And of course you guys get the Astros, you guys have the Texans too. The thing about the Texans is just they just can't seem to make it past the second round of the playoffs. Sometimes even the wild card too. That's the only thing with Bill O'Brien as head coach. You guys have such a talented team for the Texans. It's just the head coach with Bill O'Brien. He puts together duds on the field some days, lackluster performances when they should have good games against teams that aren't even that good that they downperform to. That shot no good. Rebounded here by Washington. Washington a 3 right corner. They hit it. Oh wow, they get back into this game a little bit more. 88-81 to score, 7-point game, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Hit those like buttons, guys. Floating on the key. That one off the mark. Hits the rim short by Cleveland. Rebounded here by Washington. 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wizards with the basketball dribbling. Dribble drive. They pass this one back outside. Open 3. Right wing. Washington hits it, and we have ourselves a ball game. This game has gone to a 20-point lead by the Cavaliers now to only a 4-point ball game. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Cleveland with the basketball. They dribble at the left wing perimeter. They have it now holding in their hands with 24 on the clock. They make their move inside underneath the basket. They are blocked. That shot gets blocked and up at the Top of the rim, it is no good. Rebound by the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball, takes it past the timeline here for Washington. Beal with the ball in his hands, dribbling towards his right. Beal now moving to the basket, underneath, circling around it. Passes this one off. Left wing three in transition, no good. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Cleveland with the ball, dribble drive, beating to the horn. He couldn't get it up and then missed the layup. As we end the third quarter, the score is 88-84. This is going to be one hell of a fourth quarter here, guys. Wow. The Washington Wizards have stormed back into this ball game, down by 20 points. They're only down by 4. Hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And let's have one hell of a fourth quarter here on the stream. Let's get this to 10 plus likes before I sign off on the stream tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the play-by-play of basketball tonight and the NBA. So right now we're on commercial break, heading into the fourth quarter in a matter of moments. Let's get to the chat here with you guys right now. Is let's see here. Vaughn saying all Boston sports good except the Red Sox. Well, yeah, Red Sox just had World Series hangover this year. They did not reach their potential ceiling once this past ceiling. That was unfortunate for the Red Sox. They are so much better than that, but I wouldn't say that they are like a bad team from last season. They weren't like Baltimore and the Orioles last year. They weren't like the Miami Marlins, though, so they weren't terrible, or the Detroit Tigers either. Zachariah pointing out, are all LA sports good? I would say most of the LA sports teams are good there, Zachariah. Not the Chargers, though. Not the Chargers at all. Hey, welcome in, Mateo. Thanks so much, man, for joining me. I can't show the game for you guys because if I do so, it will result in my account being taken down for a copyright strike. So I can't show the game for you guys because it'll get taken down with a copyright strike. So this is only play-by-play only that I do here for you guys. All Buffalo sports are good, Vaughn saying here right now. Yes, Sabres on a roll this season in the NHL. The Bills looking solid, but they've had such an easy schedule so far to the point this season. All Toronto sports good, Zachariah saying here. I don't agree with the Blue Jays, though. Blue Jays did not have a great season this year. They have a young team, though. Young team going up, though, with Vlad Jr., Kevin Biggio. So that's a young squad to look forward to. So right now we're just on the commercial break, everybody. We're going to update you guys with the leading scores throughout the game. Where can you watch the game? I check out 123 TV and type that into Google, 123 TV ESPN, or go to ESPN3 and go on ESPN3 and they have the game as well there. They might have it in Spanish, I'm not sure, but sometimes they have the stream. It might be in a different language, though. Sometimes it's in Spanish over there. Or you can also find the stream on Reddit. Sometimes they put those on the Reddit forums as well. So we're going to get back to the fourth quarter here in just a moment. Looking at the points scored for these players tonight. 15 points leading the way is Tristan Thompson of the Cavaliers. 13 points by Darius Garland, the number 5 draft pick from Vanderbilt. 11 points by Cedi Osman and Colin Sexton. Kevin Love with only 10 points and 6 rebounds tonight, but his teammates picking up the slack. Rui Hachimura for the Wizards, keeping his team into the game as he has 21 points. 19 points by Bryant tonight. Bradley Beal with 16 and 8 rebounds. So we're going to head right back into action here in just a moment as we get started for the fourth quarter. Hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. We have 12 minutes left of basketball, and we'll get right back into the game. Yes, indeed, Vaughn. Detroit sports are pretty bad there. The Lions, the Tigers, yikes. The Pistons are okay. The Lions are, yeah, they're okay this season, but usually towards the end of the year, they'll end up with a bad record. That's probably what's going to happen this year. They have such a tough schedule. They'll probably end up with like 5 or 6 wins this season. As we're back to action, we start out the fourth quarter. Cleveland with the basketball, drilling towards the right wing perimeter. Into the hands of Dellavedova. Passes at the left wing into the hands of Thompson. Bounce pass over left corner of the perimeter. Cavaliers up by 4 here with 11:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cleveland at the left elbow, they force up a shot. That shot off the mark, but that is a defensive foul on the play. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here by the Cavaliers. It's a 4-point game. 88-84, 11:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Welcome you guys over to the stream tonight. $11:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Well, shots coming up here at the free throw line as Rui Hachimura takes a seat on the bench for Washington and watches his team play out. He's the leading scorer for Washington with 21 tonight. First shot, the free throw line. That shot is up and through by Cleveland. So Mateo here says he's in need of a Sexton over 17. A second shot rattles around. That one gets rebounded by Washington on the play. Wizards with the basketball. Down by 5. They take this one past the half-court logo. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbling the basketball right now. Colin Sexton with 11 at the moment. 11-20. Left to go in the ball game. The layup up and good for 2 by Washington. Making this game a whole lot closer here on the score. It's 89-86. What a game between these teams tonight. Top of the key here. Washington was down by 20 points. The matter of fact that they've been able to get back into this game and cut the deficit to 3 is quite surprising. At the free throw circle, dribbling the basketball is Porter Jr. for the Cavaliers. Dribbles back out at the left baseline. That ball almost stolen away, but they get it back. Desperation heave at the horn. That one off the top of the iron. No good. Rebounded here by Washington. Wizards with the basketball past the timeline. Big burst of speed underneath and a whistle and a foul as Ish Smith was fouled on the dribble drive to the bucket. Let's see here. Back to the chat. Zachariah saying all Ohio sports are good, except the Browns and the Lions. The Bengals, Zachariah. The Cincinnati Bengals, too. They're from Ohio. So don't forget about the Bengals. Right baseline jumper, that one. Banks it home off the backboard, up and in. And the Wizards hit it for 2. What a game here. 89-88. Washington was down by 20 points at one point. Cleveland with the basketball, dribbling at the top of the key. They have it. Hit those like buttons if you're new to the stream. The Cavaliers with the ball, dribbling now at the top of the free throw circle. Now they have space at the top of the key. Cleveland pass inside, they dish it back outside. Left wing 3, no good, off the mark by Della Vadova. Rebounded here by the Wizards. Wizards with the basketball. They have it at the right elbow. They dribble now with that ball. Now they dribble towards the top of the key with it. Bradley Beal not into the game at the moment here as they take the right corner 3. That shot no good, rattled out, rebounded by the Cavaliers. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The Cavs with the basketball. They have it at the right wing with Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. making his way into the key, floats it up, is blocked, but his teammate gets the shot and puts it up and in off the backboard. It is good for 2. 91-88 is the score. Wizards with the basketball inside the low post jumper. The key. Oh, what a block by Cleveland. That ball gets swatted out of bounds in the play. CJ Miles tried to put up the shot, but Kevin Love blocked it. 9:43 left to go in the fourth. Washington will inbound underneath the basket. They're down by 3. They've never had a tie in this game besides 0-0. Backdoor cut. They lay it up and in for 2. What a game here, 91-90. 9.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with a basketball. They have it at the top of the key, dribbling towards their right. They pass it over top of the key. They take a 3. And that one hits the rim short. Rebounded by the Washington Wizards. Washington with the basketball at the right wing. Burst of speed inside right baseline. No foul. Hard contact in the play. Cleveland gets the basketball right back. Cleveland with the ball at the right wing. Dribbling now. They make their move inside and the whistle foul. We got 9:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sexton, let's check the points here. He is not at 17 points tonight for Sexton, though. Colin Sexton is at 11 still. So Colin Sexton at 11 points right now. So he is 5 for 15 tonight from the floor, 1 for 4 shooting. He only has 11 points at the moment. The leading scorer for the Cavaliers has 15 tonight. That would be Tristan Thompson with 11 at the moment here. Cleveland has the basketball. They are up by only 1 point. They have it dribbling at the right baseline, underneath the basket, forcing up the shot. That shot no good. But we have a whistle and a foul in the paint here, committed by Washington on the play, number 52 for the Wizards. And that happened to be for the Washington Wizards, committed the penalty. That was Jordan McRae for the penalty. So 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here by the Cavaliers. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. First shot at the free throw line. That one is up. And that one is good at the free throw line. So it's 92-90 to score. Second shot coming up at the free throw line in just a moment by the Cavaliers. This one is up and good as well. 93-90, 9 minutes and counting down left to go in the fourth quarter. Wizards with the basketball at the top of the key as they dribble this one. They hand this one over into the hands of Davis Bertans. Bertans passes this one over right wing 3. Missed from the mark outside by Miles. Gets rebounded by the Cavs. Cavaliers with the basketball at the left wing perimeter. The Cavs now dribbling towards the top of the key, making their move inside here by Cleveland. The shot, the jumper, a little floater goes up and in for 2. 95-98 and a half left to go in the fourth. We'll see if the Wizards will bring back their starters, but they have all bench players into the game, making a move to the bucket. He got fouled as well. 95-90 is the score. We have 8:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see here the move to the bucket by C.J. Miles, as he was working on Jordan Clarkson of the Cleveland Cavaliers, but we had a foul on the play, and that one was on Miles. Miles called with offensive foul. Wow. So no bucket has been made by C.J. Miles on the play, and this score will stand 95-90 the score as we head into commercial break. Yeah, so 95-90, 8:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Welcome everybody to the stream tonight as I call play-by-play of basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I appreciate it, everybody. So Colin Sexton still at 11 points tonight. He is tied for the number 5 scorer on the team tonight. As 15 points, the leader is Tristan Thompson with 15. 13 points by Kevin Love, Darius Garland, and Kevin Porter Jr. tonight for Cleveland. As far as the Wizards in their scoring tonight in this game for Washington, the leading scorer for Washington is the number 9 overall draft pick, Rui Hachimura. He has 21 points tonight. Thomas Bryant, the center, with 19, and 16 points by Bradley Beal. Beal was averaging about 27 points per game this season. That ranks 6th in all the NBA. So right now, we're just on a commercial break. We will head right back into the stream in a matter of moments. By the way, guys, Kentucky winning in college basketball today, crushing Eastern Kentucky 91-49 was the final. North Carolina winning against UNC Wilmington 78-62. Memphis crushing the University of Illinois Chicago 92-46. So that's a couple of games that went on today on the scoreboard here. We're going to get back to action in the stream in a matter of moments. So right now we're just on the commercial break. What a game, 95-90. The Wizards were down by 1 point. 1 point in this game. The largest deficit that Washington was down was by 20 at 1 point in this game to Cleveland. If you guys are new over to the YouTube channel, hit those thumbs up here down below. Hit that subscribe button as well, as we will be back here with about 8.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. As we are on commercial break, we'll resume play here in just a moment. Looking at the shooting statistics in this game here, they're kind of both similar. Cavaliers shooting the ball at 47% from the floor. The Wizards at 48% from the floor. So both of these teams have shot well from a clip. Both of these two teams were shooting the ball around 60% or so early on in the first quarter. Everything was going down from the floor early on in this game as the shots were falling left and right. 95-90 though, right now. Crazy game that the Wizards had against the Rockets, where the game had 317 combined points. 159-158 was the final last week between those two teams. That was an insane game between Houston and Washington last week, with Harden going off for 59 in that one. I think Beal went off for 46. So right now we're on the commercial break, everybody. We're almost back into the stream right now as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. What a game, 95-90. Didn't seem like Washington was in it, but they have climbed and clawed their way back and grinded this one out with Rui Hachimura's 21 points. The Cavaliers, though, if they do stay in control and win this game tonight, they're in good shape heading into the next game here on the schedule. As we're back to action there, Cavaliers with a shot, they hit it. Home, up and in off the backboard for two. 97-90 is the score. We got 8:10 left to go in the fourth quarter, as we had a foul picked up off the inbound pass by Washington. So Washington inbound the pass here. We do have a foul picked up right off of it, and Washington in the bonus will shoot some free throws at the line is Bradley Beal. Beal's first shot at the free throw line. This one's up. This one is a miss, no good. Second shot in just a moment will come up at the free throw line by Bradley Beal. The Washington Wizards at this stage of the game, they are losing by 7, 97-90. And that one no good as they get the ball though back. So the Wizards get this basketball back, dribbling. They take the jumper, left elbow, they hit it. Bradley Beal hits that one for 2, and it's back to a 5-point game, 97-92. Cavaliers with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. Under 8 minutes remaining in this ball game tonight. They have it at the top of the key for the Cavs. The Cavs dribbling. Now they make their move inside. Spin move into the key. No good. They couldn't finish. Too strong off the backboard. The ball gets rebounded by Cleveland. There's a whistle and a foul committed on the play by the Cavaliers offensively. So Cavaliers offensively with a foul. The Wizards will get it right back. Washington inbounds the ball. They take it past the half-court logo. They dribble at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Beal. Beal lobs this one over the top. Could not convert on the alley-oop. Gets going the other way off the steal here by the Cavaliers. Cavs with the ball. Dribble drive to the rim. Little floater hits the rim short. Rebounded by Washington. Ripped away on the boards right there by number 21, Moritz Wagner. Wagner passes this one over into the hands of Ish Smith. Smith passes this one. A little floater in the key. Wagner, no good. Ball pinwheels around. Offensive rebound by Hachimura. Rui with the basketball right now at the left wing perimeter. Hands this one off to his teammate. Looking at the ball, he passed this one back towards the left wing perimeter. Into the hands here of Bradley Beal. Step back 3, Beal. No good from outside. The rebound by Cleveland. Cavaliers with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. They dribble at the left wing perimeter. 6:45 left to go in the ball game. Cavs with the ball at the left wing. They dribble now top of the key. Hand this one off. Passing it back, and they hand it off. Now they make their move inside. Bounce pass. Inside the key, they swing it back outside. Left wing 3, they take it. No good. Rattled out. Rebound by Washington. Wizards with the ball. 6:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. They take it past the half-court logo here. Washington with the ball. Now they make their move. Big burst of speed. They pass it into the key at the right baseline. Hachimura trying to back his way inside the low post. Step back jumper. Hachimura in the air ball. Gets rebounded by the Cavs. Cavaliers with the basketball. They have it at the left baseline. Dribbling this ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bounce pass over. Nice feed to the rim. And they couldn't convert on it. And that ball is a turnover. It goes out of bounds by Cleveland. But Cleveland thought it last hit off by Washington out of bounds. Cleveland is saying it was last out by Washington. But the refs are saying that it was last touched by the Cavaliers. The ball was last out of bounds by Colin Sexton on the play. And Washington will get this basketball right back. So Colin Sexton still at only 11 points tonight in this game. As we have a timeout on the court. Timeout on the court to talk things over. 5-point game, 6 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the ball game tonight. So let's see here. Back in the chat on Von saying there's girlfriend in action tonight. There you go, man, on primetime. So 97-92 the score. 6 minutes left to go in the ball game here in basketball. Washington has clawed their way back from being 20 down in this game to only being down by 1 to now being down by 5. They have a chance. They have the basketball coming up. So right now we're just on the commercial break. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster on Behind the Arc Basketball. Also on YouTube tonight. Calling play-by-play for you guys in the game. What a game here tonight between these two teams. Looking at some of the stuff in the NBA since we're on a commercial break right now. We're going to head back into the stream here in a matter of moments. Calling play-by-play. Orlando Magic crushing the Memphis Grizzlies right now. 111-83. As far as other games going down throughout the NBA, Indiana Pacers leading against the Detroit Pistons 108-99. Sacramento Kings leading 88-82 against the Atlanta Hawks. Golden State Warriors leading at halftime 61-60 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So currently we're just on the commercial break. We will head right back into the stream here in a couple moments. It's a 5-point ball game, and Washington will get the ball right back on the inbound. If you guys are new over to the channel, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well on the play-by-play here at this channel. So let's see here. Who is calling the Minnesota Penn State game? I'll check that out for you, Vaughn. I'll see who is calling that game. So Minnesota versus Penn State. That game on noontime on Saturday tomorrow for college football. Let's check here. I'll go to the college football forum on 506 Sports. Let's see what we got here. Penn State versus Minnesota. ABC. Sean McDonough. Good old Sean McDonough and Todd Blackledge. So Todd Blackledge and Sean McDonough will be calling the game tomorrow in Minnesota versus Penn State. Currently, we're on a commercial break, guys. We're going to head right back into this channel. And when we do, the score will be 97-92 as the Cavaliers are up by 5. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part here tonight on the play-by-play of this game. Where's Chris Fowler tonight? I'll see. I can check that out for you, Vaughn. So let's see. I'll go back to 506sports.com. Check out to see where Chris Fowler is tomorrow night as far as college football. We're going to get right back into this game, guys, in just a second. He's doing Clemson against UNC State, or NC State. So he is doing Clemson versus North Carolina State at night. Alright, here we are, guys. Getting right back into the game. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-point ball game as the Cavaliers are up. Washington to inbound this ball. Rui Hachimura with 21 tonight. 3 timeouts remaining by the Wizards. 2 timeouts remaining by the Cavaliers. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new over to the channel, hit those thumbs up here. Hit that subscribe button as well. 6 minutes left to go. The Wizards take it past the timeline. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbling with Thomas. Thomas puts it into the hands of Beal. Beal a 3. Top of the key off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Love. Kevin Love of Cleveland. Cleveland now with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. They draw at the right wing perimeter. 5:40 left to go on the clock in this game. They're up by 5. Cavaliers with the ball into the hands of Porter Jr. Porter Jr. at the top key working on Hachimura. Dribbles towards the right wing of the perimeter now. Now he dribbles at the right elbow, taking a move inside into the key. Little floater there. Couldn't get it home. Offensive rebound now. Kevin Love underneath the basket. Floats up a shot. He gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have 5:27 left to go in the fourth quarter in this game. Welcome in everybody in the stream tonight. First shot coming up at the free throw line here by Kevin Love of Cleveland. As this shot is up, this shot is good. 98-92 is the score, everybody. I'll be back calling play-by-play for you guys on Wednesday. LA Clippers take on the Houston Rockets in that game. Oh, that's awesome. Time's been announced for Penn State versus Ohio State game on November 23rd. That's awesome, Vaughn. Second shot, that one goes down at the free throw line. So that is great, so you can plan in advance for that one. That shot is good by Love once again. They're up by 7. Wizards with the basketball top of the key. Hachimura passes this one off into the hands of Thomas. Thomas dribbling now, hands this one off to Hachimura. Hachimura top of the key. Now back over to Thomas. Thomas with the basketball top of the key. Flings it over right wing perimeter. Lob pass now. Into the hands, right side baseline. They swing it back outside. Bryant, open 3. He takes it. He misses it. And the ball gets rebounded by the Cavs. Cavs with the basketball. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. They take it past the half-court logo. Big burst of speed inside. Oh, what a block in the play. Publishers Clearinghouse right there by Washington, but they give them the points, as they will say that it was a goaltend on the play by Bryant of the Wizards, as they will count the points by the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers now with 101 on the scoreboard, 101-92. Bryant thought that he clearly blocked that shot. Oh, man, what a shot. I thought he blocked it, too. It didn't look to appear to be across the cylinder. 4:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. He was fouled, too, so a shot coming up at the free throw line by Kevin Love of Cleveland as he drains it down. It's a 10-point game. So the Wizards had kept it close. They had kept the game close, but now they are down by 10 points. 4:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yes, indeed. I would think that Penn State versus Ohio State game would be on primetime. Even though Penn State's played a bunch of primetime games already. Same as Ohio State. This pass inside. Right baseline. Underneath the basket. Nice finish by Bryant up and in for 2. Inside the low post. It's 102-94 to score. 8-point game. Cavaliers with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. They have it now, dribbling at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Sexton. Sexton now at the left wing. He has the basketball for the Cavaliers. Passes over to Love. Love going left side baseline. Swings it back outside. And Osman loses control of the basketball and it goes out of bounds. 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter here. Seti Osman lost control of that basketball. Wizards down by 8. They have the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo with Thomas. IT with the ball now dribbling at the free throw circle. Passes back outside to Hachimura. Rui looking to hand it off. He does. He hands this one off to Thomas. Thomas swings it over to Rui and the key back outside once again to Thomas. Thomas passes over to the key. Left baseline jumper. That one goes down by Bryant for 2. Back to a 6-point game. They have been able to come back, but they haven't been able to take the lead at all in this game. 102-96. 3:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball. They dribble at the right wing perimeter. Now they bounce pass over to Thompson. Thompson swings it over at the left elbow. Now into the hands of Love. Love backing his way inside the low post, left side baseline. Back outside, he swings it. Left baseline jumper. The Cavs cannot hit it. Offensive rebound. That's a killer for Washington. Cavaliers reset the clock. 3.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. They have it at the right elbow. Dribble drive. Right baseline. Jumper off the backboard. Up and in by Cleveland. Good for 2. They lead up again by 8. 104-96 the score. Washington with the basketball. They have it inside underneath the basket with Hachimura. Hachimura dribbling back outside. Right wing perimeter. Thomas, a 3. No good. And a foul on the offensive side here. As we have 3:14 left to go. Actually, a timeout taken. Timeout taken on the clock. With 3:14 left to go in the ball game. Okay, so that game is not on prime time. It's a noon game on ABC. I would guess there. So noon game on ABC for sure. So right now we're on commercial break, everybody. Hit those thumbs up if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here. Basketball action on Sportscaster, also on YouTube. So yeah, right now we're just currently on commercial break. I'm going to check that out, Vaughn, with November 23rd. I'm going to see if they have decided on that Saturday night game for that week. What's that, week 13? I think so. Yeah, that is, November 23rd here, so week 13. Okay, so as far as ABC, or ESPN, they still have it as TBD. They haven't set it up yet. Probably decided on Twitter what it is. Currently, we're just on the commercial break, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream tonight. 104-96 is the score between these two teams tonight, as I call play-by-play. Oh, wow, it's on Fox. Wow, I would have guessed that game would have been on ABC. Holy moly, it's on Fox. Oh, my goodness. So, maybe Gus Johnson will be calling that game. He probably will. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Wizards are down by 8 points. And the last call on the court was a tie-up between both of the teams. So it was a tie-up on the court. So now we have a jump ball at the free throw circle, Washington territories. This ball is up, and Cleveland regains possession. The Cavaliers with the ball. They take it past the half-court logo, now dribbling. Gus Johnson, I would predict there, Vaughn. Fox with Gus Johnson. That pass at the top of the key. They make their move inside. Jump shot, no good. As that ball was blocked, but they get it back with Thompson. Thompson, another floater key. Gets it down, up, and good for 2. 106-96. Just too many buckets tonight have crushed the Wizards in this game that the Cavaliers have been able to score constantly. 2:35 left to go in the ballgame. Wizards float up the shot, up and in with a left hand. It is good for 2 by Beal. Back to an 8-point game. It's been an 8-point game, then a 10-point game. This is how this game has been. Top of the key, Cleveland has it with 2:25 left to go on the clock in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers with the ball underneath the basket now with Thompson. Thompson, a jumper. Too good, and the key inside the low post. Once again for 2. 108-98. 2:10 left to go in the fourth. Wizards with the basketball dribbling at the right wing with IT. IT here at the top of the key. Passes over to Beal. Beal, right wing now. Dribble drive into the hoop. Splits the double team defenders. Lays it up and in for 2. 108-100. Under 2 minutes left to go in the ball game tonight. Thank you guys so much for being a part here of the channel, as I call play-by-play of basketball action. Cavaliers with the basketball Up by 8. They have it at the top of the key. They swing it over towards the left wing perimeter. It's in the hands of Osman. Osman now. Dribble drive. Left baseline. Swings it back outside. Porter Jr. 3. No, it goes in. Hits that one. He drains it down. 111 to 100 off the three-point shot right there. Actually, that was Colin Sexton who drained it down from three-point range. Time out on the court, a minute and 40 left to go in the ball game as Colin Sexton drained a three-point shot down from the outside by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Colin Sexton was 16 tonight. Somebody here, Mateo, over in the chat, had he wanted on the betting line over here. He asked me if Colin Sexton was over 17. Well, he's got 16 right now. We do have a minute and 40 left to go. One more basket. Sexton will go over the 17-point mark tonight. He has 16 at the moment. We're looking at the totals right now. Thompson with 19. Sexton with 16. 16 by Love. 15 by Garland. And 13 by Kevin Porter Jr. 11 by Osman. And 10 by Clarkson. That is 7 players in this game for the Cavaliers with double-digit points. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, hit those thumbs up tonight. Hit that subscribe button. As well as I call play-by-play of basketball action here as I am on Sportscaster, also on YouTube, calling play-by-play tonight. This game is just about done. A minute 40 left to go. That big three-point shot by Colin Sexton really got things going. He really put the exclamation mark to this game. Alright, here we have. We're going to have the inbound guides in just a moment here on the channel. A minute 37 left to go. 111 to 100 is the score. And that is a whistle foul on the play. So, minute 37, whistle on the foul here on the courts. Off the inbounds. Cavaliers up by 11. And Wizards to inbound. They put the ball into the hands of Beal. Beal dribbling towards the left wing. Takes a three. Beal, no good. Rattled out. Rebounded by the Cavs. This is devastating for the Wizards. They will fall now to 2-6 for their record this season. Cavaliers with a minute and 20 left to go in the ballgame. They thought about taking a three-shot fake at the left wing perimeter. Lob pass now at the left elbow. Swing move inside here by the Cavaliers. They'll dribble back out on top. The Cavs with the basketball. Minute 10 left to go in the fourth quarter. They pass it, make their move into the key. That's a little floater at the horn. He hits it. 4-2. It goes down. It's 113-110. A minute left to go in the fourth quarter. They are down by 13, the Wizards with the basketball. Double team trap set up. That ball stolen away, and that will be the ball game. 55 seconds left to go. Wizards not following, and this game should be done. Cavaliers take it past the timeline. 45 seconds left. As we welcome back Edwin on the channel. Cavs for the win, and this is what it will be here as they will dribble out the clock here and 40 seconds left to go. Stop and pop into the lane. A little baseline jumper down with no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. 35 seconds left. 113-100. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit those thumbs up here before I sign off. Hit that subscribe button as well. The next basketball game I'll do with you guys, I believe, is on Tuesday night. That will be Memphis versus Oregon for college basketball I'll be doing. And then back with the NBA on Wednesday night, I'll be doing the Clippers versus the Rockets on Wednesday night. But yes, indeed, tons of good college football games this weekend. A forced missed shot, by the way, by the Wizards as the Cavaliers get the rebound. 15 seconds left to go in the ball game. And this game will be final. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we got a 3.6 left to go on the clock right now. Actually, 4 seconds left to go on the clock. Yeah, let's see if I get crazy views again with Oregon versus Memphis as Washington gets the inbound and IT will just shoot a ball at the horn. No good. This game is going final. 113-100. The score here. Thank you guys so much for being a part here on the channel tonight on YouTube. Before you sign off, hit those thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And Vaughn's looking at Week 12 for college football. He sees that a lot of their good games are on that week, so that should be one hell of a week, and that is awesome there. So Week 12 of college football, they are saving it for this November here for the best games that happen just right before Thanksgiving on November 16th. That is awesome there. Let's see, indeed, if I get crazy views again on Tuesday with Memphis versus Oregon on Tuesday night. Hey, welcome to the Sportscaster here, Floodstar. Thanks so much, my man, for being a part here of the channel. So, we are finished off on YouTube tonight. This game has gone final. Cleveland has won it, up by 13, 113 to 100. The final. Going to sign off with you guys on YouTube. In just a moment, I'll sign off with you guys on Sportscaster. Thanks so much for watching tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, by the way, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I'll be back with my next basketball game for you guys here on YouTube. Tuesday night, by the way, I'll have that game for you guys. Memphis versus Oregon. Hope you enjoyed the stream, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.